This one's for the stolen voices, my people that ain't got much traces. Trapped in the belly of the beast, everywhere is beef and there's never ever peace. Every day is peak and I never get to speak. Living in the Elmos, never get to see. Sitting in a cell, feeling like you're never gonna leave, but you can't sleep cause you got beef with the bread underneath in the bunk. But the truth in my speech is abundant. I don't need a reason to keep it 100. The government declared the war on the man. So this ain't a song, it's a glorious anthem to rep for the group that is normally abandoned. The poor is ignored when they're stranded. From Lagos to Kingston, Norway to Camden, against all odds, of course we are champions. I'm the voice of Trayvon, I'm the voice of Stephen Lawrence, I'm the voice of Tupac, with no thug life engraved in my stomach. I'm the voice of a runaway slave, holding a blade and facing a musket. Been a victim of the system too long, we get tired of waiting for justice. The voice of Fred Hampton Sr., killed for defending the people and the right to exercise freedom of speech. We just want to be treated as equal. I'm the voice of the mums and the ones that pray for unity in the community. I'm the voice of the young trying to escape the slum, but they can't find the opportunity.
So much to say, but not enough. You hear the cries calling from the skies above, saying it's okay, speak your mind, open your heart, don't let no one add you to understand.
We ready, yeah?
It's recording from long time.
Right, let me straighten my
It's
face.
your boy Jedi for Jedi.Online, True Illuminati Lad, Red Pill Chill, True Illuminati. Click, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live, and please put the number of your like in the chat, you know, like that. Wagwan, welcome. It's another episode of SPEAKENOMIX. We are in the building. We're in the tropical jungle, Koch, rainforest type scenario. And I've got some guests with me. Yeah, we're going to have a nice little chat. You know how we do. Make sure you're subscribed. It's very, very important. Big up man like Maverick Moses on the ones and twos. You get me? In the opposite of the foreground. You know what I mean? Coming now, no background.
We say
Right.
we must sit perpendicular.
Purple, what? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can agree to that.
I didn't think you like that one.
Boom. So we're gonna start in the room from left to right, and just introduce yourself and just say a little something about who you are, please.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Greenie, love, and blessed for that invitation. I know I was supposed to come from before, but I'm here now, and I know you come to set me up, so it's all good.
There's no setting up.
Let it begin.
There's no setting up. You get me? And I definitely didn't come to do that. Right. Talk to me.
Yeah, Shiffa Don. Look me up everywhere. You know who I am. If you don't, then get to know artist, producer, podcaster now by the look of things. So let's get this, man. Let's go.
Let's make it happen, man.
Go.
I'm Rachel at carnivore.fitness across socials. I eat meat. So should you.
Yeah.
And you.
Okay, so you eat meat, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean,
First of all, what kind of meat? I'm in it straight away.
Let's be specific.
What
Yeah.
kind of meat?
Yeah,
All meat. Every kind of meat.
like beef, chicken, pig, and all of that stuff.
Pig is not so often, but I do like it. Like I just went to Spain recently, and they had some really good pork there, so I ate their pork.
What makes good pork?
Out there, they're fed well,
Yeah.
and it just there's no kind of side effects from eating the pork out there. You can tell when a pig's not been fed very well, because then you have some side effects to eating it.
Oh,
Okay.
so can you tell before you eat it?
Well, you can tell if it's like a badly raised.
How?
Say if you go to a farm and you ask the questions, that's the one way of telling. Or if you're buying
So you
from a
can't really
supermarket,
just
and
physically see it.
you can look into the farms that they're, the places they're selling, even at supermarkets.
But most of the time, it's after you ate it. That's when you know it wasn't reared right.
So no, because you can go to a farm and you can source better quality meat.
We're not likely. We're likely to go Sainsbury's, right? We're not going to go to the
Not
farm.
everyone. There's a lot of people that follow me and that are in my kind of space that actually avoid supermarkets and they go straight to the farm. One, to support the farmers. Two, because it's better quality meat.
Straight to the source.
But to be honest, I was a participant in a study a few years back, and it was grass-fed versus grain-fed meat and what the differences is and all that kind of stuff. And actually, the only real differences are ethical. People get healthy no matter what. Even if you're eating an animal that's living off a diet that's not natural to them, you still will benefit from the nutrients in that meat.
Okay.
Regardless, that's what the study found.
Interesting.
People got healthier eating meat. no matter what.
No. I can't agree with that.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because number one, it's harder for our body to digest.
It's not. That's a lie.
It is.
It's a complete
It is.
lie. It is a
It
complete
is.
lie.
It's facts.
Do you know why? So if you go back, there's some agendas at play here, and you've obviously bought some of them.
Oh please!
Um,
No, you're just you're just seeing me in one way, but no, darling. I was a person that ate meat, and I know what it did to me.
Did you eat just meat?
No. I
So
ate
how do you
meat
know on
with-
that plate that it was the meat?
Well, because when I stopped eating it, my body changed.
Did you change?
Yeah, you got skinny, I bet you.
Well, I started seeing little packs. I wasn't seeing
Okay,
no
yeah,
packs
yeah,
before.
yeah.
It's just, I
Yeah.
mean,
Meat does not make you fat. I can eat 5,000, 6,000 calories
well, I
of meat a
mean,
day.
you say you only eat meat and
Yeah.
you're not fat,
Yeah,
but I don't know what's that doing to your insides because obviously I can't
it's
see.
doing all the good stuff. It's
Okay.
doing all the good stuff. Anyone that so basically years ago, John
Wait,
Harvey.
let's make this clear.
Yeah,
You only eat meat.
yeah.
Nothing else. No vegetables. No
Yeah,
potatoes.
yeah.
Vegetables
they're
have mad side effects. So you need to look into anti-nutrients of vegetables.
Hold up, wait. No, whoa.
She's
whoa.
anti-idol.
No peas, no sweet corn, no lettuce, no cucumber, no nothing.
No,
Just
She's lacti.
nothing.
Hold
Idle
on.
backwards.
How much times do you
Okay.
eat a day?
Free.
3 times a day,
Mm-hmm.
just meat.
Yeah.
That's serious, isn't it?
breakfast, for
You're
breakfast.
serious. You're like, hold on, what?
How long
Yeah,
have you
but-
been doing this?
5.5 years.
Man.
what would you have for breakfast then?
So it depends on what mood I'm in. I might have a kilo of chicken wings. I might have 2 steaks.
She said a box of chicken wings in her. A box in her.
Kilo of
said a
chicken wings.
kilo, bro.
Yeah.
yeah.
No less.
seriously.
And I might have 10 to 12 eggs. It just depends, really. But if I have eggs, sometimes,
10 to wait, whoa. For breakfast, 10 to 12 eggs.
yeah,
What, and the chicken wings?
not together.
Yeah, not
no.
together.
But
So it's either
sometimes if
or.
I'm hungry,
So
I might
you
have
don't
one
just
after
eat
the other.
meat, then you eat eggs. and-
Eggs, anything from an animal. I can eat
Do you
dairy
eat bread?
as well. No,
You don't eat bread?
no,
So you wouldn't eat an egg sandwich?
no.
Just eggs
Yeah.
by itself
Aye.
with cheese?
We had a
I
conversation
don't
the
know.
other day. I beg you,
Yeah.
tell them.
one?
Okay, so we drove in. We've pulled into McDonald's. Yeah. What have you ordered?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I know, but if you had to, you know the late night rave
Fillet
one.
of fish
So
or
wait,
something.
I want to highlight something.
Oh.
So you don't go McDonald's anymore? Did you used to?
Yeah, when I was younger, yeah.
So that's changed, yeah? There's a lot of unhealthy things. If you order a burger even, burger and fries, very little meat. The rest is carbs and
Well,
junk.
Hold on, we
So
get there.
that's something we're highlighting just
Fi-
there.
fillet
That's
of
a big
fish?
difference.
If you said
that
that,
If I
make
had
you feel
to,
better,
what
cutting that out.
Shiff, what you getting?
Chips.
Chips. I'm gonna get a double cheeseburger. I don't know why man's laughing. What? I'm gonna get a double
you look
cheeseburger.
like a double cheeseburger.
Is there something wrong with that? Nah, why is man doing that? I would get a double cheeseburger.
But you heard what she said.
I
about
would get-
the
And you would
nutrition
get-
that's in that.
So it takes a little bit of customizing, but I get a triple cheeseburger and I make it plain. So there's no sauce, no nothing. And then I take the bun off and I times that by 3. So I've got 9 pays.
Are you okay? 9 pack. Whoa.
Imagine
Slow
where you
down,
do it.
slow down.
Yeah,
slow
imagine
down.
where you do it.
Slow down. Hold on. You pulled up at the drive-through and you
Yeah.
said, "I want a triple
I do it
cheeseburger,
regularly.
no
well,
sauce,
not regularly actually. No, I'm not.
but I
always
don't
in
want
McDonald's. But when I
No
go,
bread.
bun.
I just want extra patties to make up for the bun, making that 9
No-
patties with no sauce, no nothing,
And just cheese.
just cheese."
I do have the cheese, but the
there's
cheese
no
isn't
way
great.
the
cheese
there.
ain't great
The cheese
either.
is
There's no
bad.
way
I
you
shouldn't
can
have the
survive
cheese there,
on
but I
that
do
cheese.
sometimes.
But how do you? Would you?
5.5 years, no? Couldn't survive.
No.
I
It's
gained
not
my health.
gonna-
I regained my health that
And
way.
to be quite honest, yeah.
So okay, did
she
you have
don't
health
look
issues
sick.
before?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
she
okay.
don't look
You
sick.
don't look sick. You look well, but I don't think it could last.
I
You
wouldn't
got a
know
whole
how.
fitness page, bro.
No, but if you went to McDonald's, how did this go down? Because I'm just imagining, yeah, I get my burger in the box and my burger's got bread around it, so I pick it up. How are you doing this? How
So
are
they
you
just
making
make
this
sure
work?
the patties
It's
are
got
either
the top
side,
and the bottom.
so you can just hold the patty. So usually,
Talk to
Why
me.
is
Hold
it
on.
so
Wait.
alien?
Wait.
Why
You got a
is that
burger with no bun.
This is how it.
Yeah, that's like
Wait
getting
a
a pizza. That's like getting a pizza with
No
no dough.
cheese.
With
No dough,
just
bro.
holding the sheet. You really doing this?
Just
You
stop
doing
it.
this?
Yeah.
You really do it.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like your hands will be. You're gonna wash your hands after, get tissue, whatever. I got you. So it's like eating. It's like you're almost
Yeah,
having
but then what they do
KFC.
is they include a
McDonald's,
knife
you
and
know,
fork,
from you
so
wash your
that
hand,
you
you
can
can
use a
still
knife and
smell the
fork.
burger,
No,
bro.
I get her point though, because if I go KFC, I ain't worried about a knife and fork. So I get her point, but it's like it just feels strange to me with a burger.
Just
No
burgers,
onions, no nothing, just burger.
It's good. It's good. When I go to the restaurant and there's like, I go out with my family and I have to customize my meal always, and they always know that's going to come. Normally, 9 times out of 10, everyone's looking at my meal and saying, I wish I had that.
Wow.
It's good.
Just
It's really
meat.
good, yeah. It's all the best bits.
Just me.
All the nutrients that you need is in the meat.
So you can eat a kebab then,
Yeah.
but you
what's-
don't eat the
But-
bread. You don't eat the
No,
pita bread.
no.
Just throw that
There's
part away.
there's one kebab shop that I go to in Shoreditch. I
No
walk in
salad.
and they're like, they know me.
Just throw it in the box.
Yeah,
throw it in the
just
box.
They just give me
Just
like,
unhook the thing
Yeah.
from the thing that spins round.
give me the
Unhook the
lamb.
Can
kebab.
I ask you how
Yeah.
old you are?
I'm 41.
You're impressed. You're impressed a
Well,
little bit, innit?
41,
As I said
four
before,
babies.
she don't look sick.
Okay.
But I don't know how long that can
I
go
would agree.
for.
So, Rachel,
Do you know
really
the
don't.
funny thing is, so I get, not so much anymore actually, but when I started my page and it was smaller, I get a lot of vegans jumping on my page and giving me some hate. I had some vegans jumping on my page and they were
Yeah,
going, you're going to die by the time you're 40. And it was a
Mad.
month before my 40th
That's
birthday. And I was like,
wickedness, you know?
That's just
sorry
trolling.
people.
That is.
I put an announcement, sorry people, I'm dying in 1 month. I got 1 month.
Wow.
1 month left.
So is this a
'Cause
whole
these
family
vegans
thing
always
as well?
think that
So-
I'd like it to be my whole family. My youngest is pretty much carnivore and
Okay.
he's very healthy, 6-pack, he's very healthy.
Mm.
My eldest is 21. She works full time. She buys her own food and she does whatever the hell she wants. So
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
her.
but you do have to train in it. You can't just eat that.
No, I've only just started training back again. I had like
Tell me
There's
about
a-
your health before this. What made you switch to this diet?
immediately before I was depressed, had anxiety, majorly overweight.
Majorly, what's majorly?
Yeah, you haven't seen.
No. Yeah.
Yes, I was overweight and.
You can just tell us a weight. Where's that? 12 stone, 15? I don't
Oh well,
know.
what was I at my heaviest? I think I was about 15. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah.
That's about my weight, and you're a lot smaller than me.
And you're saying
I'm just under that. to
cutting
be fair.
out
I'm not-
everything and just eating meat and stuff. Is what
It's been
you
the
done.
only diet that I've been able to stick to. Like, past a few months. So before I got unhealthy, I used to always be like the girl in the gym, and I did a lot of juicing. When I was juicing, my hair was falling out. And I wasn't connecting the dots because I'd been told so much that juicing's healthy. So you can kind of drain your brain to think, oh, okay, that's healthy, and then you think it's doing all these good things, and you ignore the things that it's actually the way it's affecting
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was doing all this juicing. I was doing like month-long juice detoxes with all of the black seed oil, like everything you can think of. I had it in my diet. Constant injuries at the gym. I was blacking out at the gym. Like literally, it was. Looking back at it now, I'm like, how the hell didn't I?
Didn't you realise that
Yeah.
something was up?
Yeah, yeah. So and everyone knew me as the fit girl, but I was literally skinny fat.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
I was skinny, but I had fat on me. A lot of fat, less muscle. Wasn't as strong as I am now. So I did that for quite a while. My cousin had a brain tumour, so I tried to get her on the keto diet, but she wouldn't do it. So then we was doing the juices. Like I'd make up the juices for both of us, take it
Yeah.
over every day, all that kind of stuff, which actually was helpful in a way because what the juices were doing was getting her away from the junk. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
But it's not something I would recommend now at all. But yeah, so there was a lot of issues. I was getting memory loss. I was, my skin was really bad. The one thing that was really bad before is I always constantly had breakouts, and it was embarrassing as an adult walking around with spotty skin.
Yeah.
And I basically had to, I never wear makeup. So I've got mascara on, but I've got nothing else on, nothing else. But before back then, I had to wear concealer everywhere. I had to wear like all the foundation and everything. And obviously that's going to mess up with your hormones, all that stuff anyway.
You see what? Sorry to cut you, but you see what you're saying. I found the complete opposite when I stopped eating meat.
But you
Before,
also
I was
stopped
getting
eating
breakouts
McDonald's.
and all the rest of it. Do
You
know what I
can't.
mean?
So it's hard for you to
When I
say. Yeah.
stopped-
So it's hard for you to say that because you didn't just drop the meat. You dropped the junk by the sounds of it as well.
I dropped a lot. I dropped the dairy. I dropped the meat.
Yeah. So you can't say it was the meat. You can't say it was the
Well,
dairy.
I
It could be
believe
the
it was the
pizzas. It
meat.
could be the McDonald's. There's so
I
many
don't eat
things,
none
right?
of
So,
those things.
for instance, yeah, you have a roast dinner on a Sunday. Look at
not in
that
a
plate.
long
You've got
time.
the gravy. You've got the vegetables. You've got the potatoes. You've got so many different foods on that plate that you cannot pinpoint which one is aggravating you and which isn't. You
Well,
can't.
it
What
depends
which
on-
one
For
it
me-
it depends on
Yeah,
how
because
much.
you're not eating meat on its own.
Yeah, but
So
it
no, it's
depends
This
on
is what
how
I'm
much-
saying.
What you're consuming.
Humans,
You know what I mean?
humans
If you're
are.
eating more meat
do you know what?
than vegetables or
Humans
whatever,
are
you'll be
meant
able
to
to
eat. You are meant to
differentiate.
eat meat. It's got every nutrient that your body
Nah,
needs
I don't
in meat.
think so because
do you
the
know
cows,
why?
cows and that they eat grass, and it like that's where the nutrients they get, and you're supposed to get it from the cows, isn't it? They've even got.
Wait, sorry. What point do you mean?
They've
What
even
point are
got
you
a
bringing up
butter
there?
advert saying, we get milk from the cows, but the cows eat the grass. So what's the point in eating the cow?
The point is they've got bacteria
Yeah,
in their stomach that
You're
makes
still getting the
the fatty
nutrients.
that makes the fatty acids and everything. So we don't have that. We don't have that. We can't take that nutrient void food, which is grass, and turn it into something that we need. We can't do it. It's
No,
impossible.
but that's why we eat we're supposed to eat vegetables,
Says
nuts,
who? Says who?
leaves,
Says who?
fruits,
Says
all
who?
of that. People
Says who?
survive for decades. People survived on
Okay,
that.
but years, yeah. What I'm saying is years ago.
Who
So
do you
you
mean
know,
who?
They all
let
eat
me
meat.
let me
Who
just
don't
tell
eat
you.
Do you know
for
meat wasn't
instance-
consumed for
Oh, no,
all
it
the
was.
time?
Yeah,
But
it
it
was.
still was consumed though.
Yeah, but where
No,
did that
if
come
you,
from?
If you go back a few million years, they've actually found remains from humans, and they done a stable isotope testing, which is the gold standard testing to
Here we
see
go.
what their diet was.
Science
their
now.
diet,
Fuck him up.
yeah,
Science.
their diet. I can tell you now.
Yeah, but you can't.
Wait, let me
yeah,
finish.
but-
No, let me finish. Their diet was mainly meat. In starvation, like it had very
Who's that?
minimal.
3 million years ago.
No, and I didn't say 3 million
What
years
did you
ago. I
say?
said like million years ago, whenever these
Oh,
ones
I
were.
thought
But
you said 3
no,
million
I didn't
years
say
ago.
3 million.
Sorry.
But yeah, so their diet was mainly meat with the occasional seasonal berry and stuff like that. So you're telling me, right? As humans, before consumerism, let's do like a little imagination thing here. Yeah,
Okay.
we're in England.
Mm-hmm.
It's snowing. Go outside your door. What food are you eating?
What do you mean? What food am I eating?
Always lambs, always sheep, always cows. They're going to survive that. Do the plants survive being under snow? Can you eat? No, you're going to starve. You're going to die. You're going to be left behind. You're going to be picked off by the carnivores. They're going to eat you up.
So,
Chicken on his plate.
So
Yeah.
what are you saying? You're gonna go up to the sheep and just eat it out there? Like you obviously have to cook it and stuff like
Yeah.
that, didn't you?
You don't have to. Years ago, you wouldn't have. And there's actually still tribes now where,
So
as
now
a
you're
family,
talking about raw meat now.
No, but I'm saying you don't have to. You really don't have to. You can eat raw meat. The whole thing about that is a lie. But
and that's healthy.
Real carnivore
yeah,
business.
I choose to sear my meat.
Real
Don't just look
carnivore.
at me. That I'm
Get
the
him,
one
man.
talking.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, real carnivore. He's watching it. He's on TV. He's watching.
I'm going back for a second.
He's
'cause
watching it.
This is your argument right now.
No,
but I do have
but-
some questions. I'm just waiting for you to get
No,
your
feel
dialogue straight.
free,
I'm
bro. I'm just
listening.
jumping in when I hear something.
So wait,
I
you
just-
haven't said your background though. So you're basically maybe alkaline, I'm guessing.
Well, I try.
Why is it so
Why is he
hard?
trying?
If it's your
I
natural
try
diet,
because-
why are you trying?
Because it's something that I'm learning to do,
How long have you
innit?
been
Because
doing it for?
I was eating all the junk.
Vodka, alkaline.
I was eating all the junk. Exactly. Drinking alcohol, smoking. So
But
it's
I'm
a
curious
process.
to know how long you've been doing it for. You've been trying to do it for.
Oh, as for eating red meat, I've stopped that about 5 years now.
Yeah, about time
Just
you
red
started
meat?
again.
Yeah.
About time
So
you
the
started
white
again.
meat's still cool.
Well, I don't even want to eat that.
But you
to
do.
be honest. Yeah, I do.
How often do you eat like chicken and stuff? Do you
I'm
eat
the only
lamb?
one laughing at white meat. It's cool.
I know.
Yeah!
You're such a child.
Yeah,
You're such a
It's cool. I
child.
looked around, see no one else is on my job.
He's just an idiot.
Not even Maverick
Jedi.
over there. I know.
Right.
Nah, man, you need help, bro.
So, how often do you eat other things then, like other than your you know, because you're saying you're in good health now, but you're still
Yeah, I'm in
including
much
meat.
better
So
health
how,
But what's your
That's
diet now?
that's like
'Cause
a contradiction.
You're making it sound like you're Sebian, like you're Dr. Sebian, but you're not, though, are you, bro? What?
Not 100%, no.
Okay, but you are trying a thing.
Yeah, and for me, it's working.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because before, when I put it down to the meat as well,
Yeah.
I was quite angry and
Yeah.
quite weighted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You see, when I stopped eating all of that, I had more energy. I had more energy, bro. You understand me? I was going to the gym more often. Before I couldn't be asked.
Yeah, yeah,
I hear a lot of what's happening now.
What do you mean?
Where
I
are you at now?
I still go to the gym.
Okay.
So
So you still feel like that?
No, I'm up. I'm up.
You got
rather
more
than,
energy, everything's up,
Yeah.
but you still eat meat.
Chicken. Making sure
what-
I
what
say
I'm
the white
saying-
meat now.
You see the,
Still eats.
you see the
chicken.
like predicament.
Yeah, you
see
still
it?
eat chicken, so you
Yeah.
haven't stopped eating
But
chicken.
you're
so-
saying
I
you're
haven't.
saying
So
the
you
meat
Stop
is
the red meat, the beef,
Yeah,
the lamb.
yeah. Completely.
stuff.
Oh, lamb's my favourite.
Completely.
How
I
could
used
you?
to love lamb.
How
Completely.
could you?
I used
You
to
mean
love.
completely don't eat?
Yeah, I don't. I
Once
mean,
a year.
Hey,
Christmas
you see,
and that.
listen to me. You see, when I first started that, boss, I used to dream about them food there in the fam. Cause I grew up on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
So
what about the duck
No, man, I left that
or the
too.
prawns or the?
All the prawns. I leave that too.
Cool. I just
You
wanted to ask.
understand?
But go on, you go ahead.
I leave that too.
I want to go back to the point you was making about, well, the animals, the cows that eat the grass, you know, why don't we just eat the veg?
Right.
Cows are ruminant animals. They've got 4 stomachs. The bacteria in their stomach actually makes the nutrients that they need.
Even the sound of that.
And even we've got a single stomach. Our stomach acid of a healthy human is ranging from 1.5, 1.2 sometimes up to 2. That is carnivore's stomach acid. That is very acidic, and there's only one reason to have an acidic stomach acid like that, and
To
that
break
is to
down
split
meat.
protein. Yeah,
Okay.
basically, it's just to digest meat because that is what we're meant to eat.
Can I just say for the record, yeah, I'm on the fence with this one because it's like, for me, I just feel like food in general, it can be toxic in too much consumption. I'm a strong believer in fasting and just having a bit of a balance, but not consuming too much. I think if you consume too much, that's where the problems come in. So I'm not necessarily on either side, but I think you kind of answered the question I want to ask you, but I'm going to ask it anyway, just to clarify that it is what I think it is. As far as, you know, like animals today, we've got a lot of hybrid stuff going on. And from what I've taken from what you said, I'd assume that you would say that it doesn't matter if you're eating hybrids, you still get the nutrients from them. Would you agree? Or
In hybrids, in what way?
as
Like-
in, how can I explain this then? If I look at a cow, I go to a British farm and I look at a cow, yeah, they got these little stumps on their head. But if I go to Africa and I look at a cow, it's got these massive horns. So what happened to those cows? That's what we need to know. We need, like, if we look at some of these pigs and all of this stuff, like,
Yeah, but even if you look at the
Yeah,
human
but-
race, we've got differences. It's not that we're hybrids.
But we're
We've
not
got
eating
differences.
each other.
but you know, like you
Yeah,
got
well, in some
KFC
countries they
chicken.
do.
Do you know about
Some
the
countries
KFC
they do.
chicken?
Leave it. Leave it. don't. Let's move on.
Yeah, I was just saying, do you know about the KFC chicken? Like, you got the clones and all of these things.
Apparently, that's not actually true.
How do you feel about
Apparently,
that?
that's not true.
You don't think it's true?
Years ago, I heard that, and I was like, "Oh, that's it." And I stopped eating in all fast food anyway years ago. But I have brought, you know, like when I'm out, sometimes the only thing I can get is McDonald's, and McDonald's is 100% beef. Their patties are, and they're not fried in seed oils. If anyone's using seed oils, you're gonna have some problems with your health. Eventually, it's going to catch up on you.
So you're
And
not
you should
scared
avoid.
that some of those things are true then, as in the cloning, you know, the
Well, have you seen what they're trying to?
manipulation of
They are
DNA?
trying to do a lot of really bad things to our
horse meat.
food.
Because I saw a
Completely.
thing.
Yeah.
I saw a
Horse
thing
meat's
once. They had a thing called.
Horse meat.
Horse meat's fine.
Yeah, picking up the horse meat.
Yeah, horse meat's fine.
Yeah, I'm not
Nothing-
going to go
nothing
into
wrong
it.
with
I'm
eating
not
horse
going
Yeah,
to
I'm in horse meat.
Listen, what was I saying? They had a thing called a spider goat. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a spider goat?
A
Never heard of
spider
this.
goat. So I want you to, when you're finished
They
here
put the
today, I want you to
DNA
go.
of a spider
I want you
into
to
a
have a
goat.
look.
You get me?
Yeah, and now this goat produces spider silk in
Silk,
its
yeah.
milk or something.
Some milk.
So I want you to go and look
I
at
think
that
that's
because
wild.
I think you see,
seriously not sure if that's true.
No,
well,
it's
this is
true,
it.
it's
When
true,
you
it's
when
true,
you
it's
said that to
very
me, I
old
thought
as
that
well,
was a
happened
good
time
way
ago.
to kind of, you know, get you into the fact that some of this stuff might
You
be
know
true.
what? They're always trying to mess with our food. We've got Bill Gates that's bought up loads of farmland in the US, and we do have to worry about our government and what they're doing to us.
One thing I like about your thought process is questioning vegetables more, because I think that there's a blind acceptance that meat bad, vegetable good, right?
No,
And
there's a lot
is a
of
good
there's
point.
a lot of
And-
vegetables that ain't good. For
And
you.
then once we get down to the Dr. Sebi
I'm
side
going to
of things,
throw all vegetables.
He starts bunning out
not
bare
all, not
vegetables.
all. Yeah.
Like that's where
Sweet corn. Imagine
everything,
we
garlic,
used to eat
The
that
thing is,
everything.
though,
garlic.
Dr. Sebi, right? Let's go back to him. Did he look healthy?
For his age
No.
and from where he came
Do
from.
you know there's a carnivore? She's Maggie, 65 years. No. Wait, is she in her 80s? I think she's 70, between 70 and 80. She's been a carnivore for 65 years. She still works full time on her ranch, doing a minimum of 45 hours a week.
Yeah, but-
She is strong,
Yeah, but
and she looks
there's
about
people
30
all
years
100,
younger.
108.
Fair enough. She
And
probably
they don't eat meat.
she probably started good, yeah, or had a better. He came from
Okay, so-
chronic obesity, impotence, illness, diabetes.
I
all
hear
these
what you're
things.
saying, but have you
He
heard?
already fucked up his chassis, and he still died. Like everyone's gonna die, but I think what it is
Yeah, it's a certainty,
Do you
isn't it?
understand that there is medicine in some of these
So in the
fruits
carnivore,
and vegetables?
in the carnivore community, we say plants are for medicinal purposes only, but
Okay.
you're not going to take like ibuprofen every day just in case you get ill. You're not meant to take it every day. There's side effects to having those plants. So if you're ill, you use it for medicinal. You know there's going to be side effects, but it outweighs it because it's medicinal, right?
Yeah.
But it's not something that you need to load up on all the time. And actually, when you're eating just meat, you don't get ill. You rarely get ill.
Well, this is the
you
thing
don't,
now.
There's so many benefits to it.
The thought
It's
process
unreal.
is that
where you
she's
have
doing
to check it
she's
properly.
doing better,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, and I think also, even though I said to you about, you know, the hybrid animals, I think it still works in balance with the vegetables as well.
They're
because
hybrid for
We've got a
everything.
lot of hybrid vegetables, and then how would
Spinach shouldn't be here.
How would you argue
And kale.
that that's
all
the
that.
best thing
All of
for you
that.
to be eating something that's been
I love a spinach.
manufactured?
It's really bad
Yeah, I
for
hear
you.
that 100%. And we've been eating it for years and never knew. But now I know. It's my choice. Isn't it?
I know you vegans in the comments and vegetarians and italists and pescatarians. I know you lot are gonna be like going nuts in the comments as you should be. Hopefully you're gonna do a better
Bring it
job
on.
than me and Greenie and Shiffa at trying to combat this meat fuckery. Get me?
Just eat your steak, guys, and don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Eat your damn steak and know it's nourishing your body.
Nah, man.
Don't feel bad about
I
it.
don't
Do you know how
agree.
many years I thought steak was rotting in my colon and all this stuff?
Yeah.
I was actually, so a friend that I met at a conference a couple of weeks ago, he actually lost his colon, and he had to take the whole thing out, and now he has a bag. So he worked out pretty quickly. If you eat a mushroom or pineapple, whatever plant you want to think of, any kind of broccoli or anything, and you don't chew it, you swallow it, that comes out exactly how it went in.
So
if
what
you
happened
eat
to that-
meat-
the acid that's in your belly, doesn't it break it down?
No, it doesn't. It can't. It's not possible. The cellulose. We can't actually extract the so-called
broccoli's
nutrients in
man-made,
the
but-
plants because we can't actually deal with the cellulose. So when you're getting animals like gorillas, they've got like a large gut, a hind gut. They can do it, but they've got to eat 24/7.
Yeah, they're constantly
Herbivores
munching.
have to eat 24/7.
Constantly munching. That's why
And they've got that
cows
hu-
be grazing
they've
all
got the
day.
huge gut. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people say, oh, but look at a gorilla, they're strong. They eat, just plants. Yeah, but they have a different digestive system, completely different. Cows, 4 stomachs. And them 4 stomachs all have a job. They all play a role in making the nutrients that the cow needs. Every herbivore needs to eat their own poo to get their B12.
All right, do you know what? Hold that for.
now.
Hold that for.
Mad.
Hold that
See
for.
now.
Like you just made me, you just. Oh, anyway, we're gonna ask another question now, just based on what you said, but not on the last part.
Okay.
So, the idea of just eating meat, how does that come out the other end? Is the real question, because
As I
I
said.
think, me personally, I know if I eat certain types of food, it's gonna have an effect on
Yeah.
how it comes out.
Yeah.
So the waste is reduced dramatically.
Come like mincemeat.
Dramatically.
Like mincemeat.
So there's your body.
Bully beef.
So what I was saying is,
That's it, cool beef shit. And then cool beef doo-doo.
With sweet corn.
Just bull off.
The sweet
no,
corn
no,
don't
no, no.
She don't eat sweet corn.
digest.
She don't eat sweet corn.
don't eat sweet. Yeah, but everyone
shit.
knows full well sweet corn comes out whole. If you don't chew
Yeah,
that thing,
fact.
it comes out.
Fact.
Living with her, after she's at the 9 McDonald's patties, she's got to use the downstairs toilet. That's a fact.
No, but it's not true.
No?
No, it's unjustified. Unjustified.
Yeah.
You get a reduced amount, a massively
remember when I
reduced
used to
amount.
eat
Wait.
McDonald's, my
Let
dude
me
used to
answer. Yeah, but you weren't just
and
having
all
the
of that.
meat.
Yeah.
I was just having a burger. I used to like
Look.
my Big Macs.
You
That dude
actually
was
It
look.
could have been the
normal.
bread.
But what I'm saying is, actually look.
It could have been the
When
bun.
you,
innit?
when you order a McDonald's milkshake, if you're getting a milkshake or fizzy drink, whatever, plus all that bread, plus the meat is like the tiniest bit of that meal.
No, man,
It's
that-
the smallest
it just
amount.
used to be
Yet the
wrong.
meat,
Just
because
ran
we've all been
straight through me.
programmed.
Yeah, you blame
gets-
the meat.
Yeah.
Poor meat, man.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
true.
it's,
Freedom-
it's,
I'm
it's the
gonna
meat.
blame
It's the
the
meat.
meat. I'm
But you
gonna
look at all
blame the
this
meat.
stuff that we never would have been out, like juicing, for instance. Where the hell is the juicer in nature?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have to. You just consume it, wouldn't you?
Exactly, but that's the juicing thing is takes out the fiber, which is bad for you. Has meat got fiber in it?
No, it doesn't need fibre.
So why you don't need fibre?
You don't need fibre. So there's studies out there that actually there was these group of people that were constipated, basically.
Yeah.
And they put them on different diets, 3 groups of people, different diets, to see which one resolved their constipation. One was high fibre, one was 0 fibre, and one was, a little bit of fibre.
Yeah.
The one with 0 fibre was the only one that actually resolved their constipation.
Wow.
Only one. Yeah. And that study's out there. You can go see it. I
that
can't
could
remember
be.
the study
That
name.
could be right. Just
Wow.
blow you up in it.
You get me?
But so when you think of fibre, right? So yes, it will make you go to the toilet more, but where is the gold medal for going to the toilet more at the end of your life? You are literally eating and the waste is coming out. Come on, explain that.
Yeah, but
you
you're
would
not
rather
supposed
eat
to
a food like
hold
I
it,
do.
are ya?
You'd
It's not
rather eat a
supposed to
food
sit
like
in your
I do, the
belly.
meat, and you have barely any waste.
See,
And I'll tell you something else as well.
Tiny
There's
little
no
poof.
gas. There's 0 gas.
No
On this
farting.
diet, there's 0 gas.
zero gas.
You don't, yeah, 0 gas.
In fact, when you say that, actually, it probably makes sense because if I was going to make like a compost, it's going to be like vegetables and green stuff in there, innit? So maybe that's what's giving you the gas. So it could make sense.
Well, it's
but
because your stomach is trying to do something that it shouldn't really naturally meant to do. Plants are only meant to be used in survival. If you cannot get meat you're going to die,
animal
eat
meat
plants.
different? What
So-
makes cow's meat different from a human being's meat? It's
So
meat.
survival, if you want to survive and there's no other way, then human
I'm not
meat,
eating
you
you.
can't. Yeah,
No.
no, I wouldn't, and I'm not suggesting it, but you're saying what makes it different.
So you rather dead?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So,
Judge have his ways of doing
Did,
things.
did anyone
yeah.
watch that
Seriously,
film
the
Alive?
Thing. Yeah.
that's what old film.
Yeah.
You know what? If I died and someone was going to die unless they ate me, eat me. Just do it. Just do what you got to do.
What
Survive.
part are you eating first? What part are you eating first? You're not going to say.
I'm
What
not.
part you? Yeah. Shiffer's not involved. He's not even making eye contact. What part are you eating first?
Hey.
Oh damn! You had to
Maverick?
take it there. You had to take it there, Jedi.
Fire? Wing? Breast?
Hey.
All right, cool.
I'd suggest going for the fatty part first because it'll give you the most nutrients and the most energy.
What's got the most fat on it? Right.
Hey, I'm out.
Get out.
I'm out.
You see, Shiffer's put his hand over his plate. Nah, not
Yeah,
for me.
I'm out.
Nah. No thanks.
No thanks.
Greenie's like, nah, what? There's no vegetables. I got a dead ear. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I think I had some ribs.
You're already old.
Yeah.
It's raw, you know.
Is it raw?
Yeah.
Mad,
Yeah.
mad.
There's no cooker
Do-
there.
yeah, but do you know there's still tribes out there now, and they actually, as a family, they will kill an animal, and they sit around. You see the kids just digging in,
Yeah.
and eating.
Big up the
With it,
Ethiopians.
just fresh
Shut
kill.
up, bro.
Fresh
Big up the
kill.
Ethiopians.
What are you talking about?
Fresh kill.
Big up the
there's some people
Ethiopians.
that do
We
that.
know.
She's not
For real.
Habasha gang know. What I'm
I've
talking
only
about. They know.
seen the Inuit doing that. I've only seen the Inuit doing
Yeah,
that. But
check out the Ethiopians. Big up. I'm not saying don't go start writing stuff about what Nigerians eat. We don't mind. We're the Chinese of Africa. I'm just saying. Big up the Ethiopians because they definitely got a tradition. Shiffa knows he can't not get involved. He's team trio.
Yeah,
Shiffa
you got to get off that bench.
He
I've
knows,
seen some stuff,
he
yeah.
knows
I've
the
seen some
Ethiopians eat raw meat.
I've seen some stuff.
Do you know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
Jamaicans eat mongoose.
Who
There's some
told
stuff
you
out
that?
there.
Let's move on.
There's some stuff out there.
I don't know nothing about that, blood.
Mongoose burger.
I don't know nothing about that. I didn't say it with a serious face.
Not on the whole. Though. It's not like a big thing that everyone's doing. But there's people out there doing all
There's
sorts of
people
Jamaica,
doing stuff everywhere. You know,
of course.
So what I'm saying is, no, we shouldn't be eating each other. But in survival, then you would do that if it's life or death, and you're in a situation like that plane crash.
Yeah.
That is something you're going to do because your body's going to scream out for it. You're not going to want to
Yeah,
die.
of course.
So what we saying?
Deep inside all of us,
a
we've got
dead
the survival.
person, somebody that's died, or somebody that's dying.
Eating
So-
no one.
What we doing?
Bro. I'm not
So-
eating no one.
All right, if
bro.
there's a fire, say we got fire, yeah, say we got fire,
Loads of fires. We don't need to
and
eat
there's
people
somebody
because of
that's
fires.
dying of a natural somethings, yeah, and then like, you know what? As soon as I pass, chop up my blood clot and,
No,
and,
No,
and
I
live
think it would take
No.
a little while between the fire
No.
and
live.
nearly
no, that's
dying
just not
to do
normal,
it.
bro.
You say no,
That's too
we're
much
gonna stop.
TV.
We're gonna die here.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
No,
all
but
dying here.
you're getting it wrong because
know.
we
I
all
mean,
need to
I
survive.
ain't eating.
You
I
would.
respect that.
Me and you.
But I wish I could say the
I'm
same.
not eating
You
nothing.
would.
Can you imagine
You
eating
would.
a finger off this guy, bro?
100%.
yeah,
I
You
am not
would.
eating nothing from him, bro.
If it was he was gonna die,
I respect it. I wouldn't eat myself. However, get me, my light skinned brother. Get me? I have a suspicion. Get me?
Nah, man.
That shoulder blade. With a bit.
Some ketchup.
wait, what are you saying? That light skin survive better than dark? Yeah.
Nah, man.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But you get me? I'm just busting joke.
Yeah.
I don't know what I
understand.
would do in that scenario. It's very
Nah, I'm not eating
deep
you,
still.
bro.
I don't know what
It
I
is
would
a
do.
deep one.
So
It is
we're
deep.
all
It is
very
deep.
privileged, and we all don't have to be in survival mode. None of us.
Do
Not a
you know
single
what?
person.
Can I say one thing to that? Because I think you're right in saying we're privileged, but I think survival mode is still what you make it. So, you know, like for instance, now, let's say if someone said, shoot your child in the head or die.
Mm-hmm.
There's points where I'm just not, no, I'm not taking that choice, innit? I'm going without, I'll die.
Me,
Oh yeah,
I'm
of course.
saying.
Yeah.
Is
me
it?
personally,
And that's
I would
where I'm
definitely
kind of-
ask
yeah.
which child.
Hey.
Which one?
Or would you
Besides
pick
you?
one out and say, actually,
No, I'm not saying that.
that
I love
one
all my
last week-
children.
Nah,
I
you're
love
chatting
you all.
rubbish. You're
I
not
love
gonna,
you all.
you're not gonna,
Which
you're
one?
gonna let them
Yeah,
take
yeah.
your life for your picking them.
I'll be doing this.
Yeah, it's that kind of conundrum though. I see where he's at because it's for me a similar kind of conundrum where it's like this kind of goes against everything I believe in, and I think that you see if you put me in that scenario because of my strong conviction in my belief, not based on a book or not what someone told me, just my strong conviction in my belief and that this thing is that the reality of it is here with me. I've seen it for myself, so. I just believe something's going to happen that's going to change my circumstance. Or
I don't
I'll
have
find
to
my way
eat
out.
you, bro.
No, I hear you.
If I have to
Get
walk
me.
1,000 miles,
I
I'll
agree.
make it.
And that's why it will be Shiffa and chips. You know what I mean? That's why. You get me?
Mine would
'Cause-
just be Shiffa.
yeah. No chips.
No chips.
She said, nah, I'm alright. I'm
Hold
good,
the
Jen. No
chips.
chips.
Hold the chips.
9 patties. Just
Yeah,
9
just
Shiffa
Shiffa.
patties.
Yeah.
Man.
Listen,
She's
if I
good.
died
That
and you
looks
ate
about
me,
9
I won't come
patties.
back to haunt you. That's what I'm saying. I won't be coming back to haunt no one if
Nah.
you ate me. But
I
I
am.
ain't eating no one.
I
I'm
am.
not eating no one.
Not eating no one. I
our
think
bo-
I'm
our
kind of
bodies-
on your side, yeah? Because
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
wouldn't if you can survive otherwise. But
that was a
can't
very
even-
that was a
I can't
very
even
extreme
eat-
thing because there was in
I
the
can't
snow,
even eat
Yeah,
so
it
there's
was.
no
That's what I'm
veg,
saying.
there's nothing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't even eat sushi,
And it's
much
cold.
less
It's cold.
thinking
Yeah, I
about
know.
No.
I can't even
couldn't-
eat haggis or like black
Yeah,
pudding.
you understand?
I'm gonna skip black pudding and go
Yeah, but
straight
your
to
survival hasn't rided on that
Black
before.
Rob.
Yeah.
It's different.
I
It's
do
different.
get what I do get what you're
your
saying.
body, your hormones, everything will be screaming
going
out.
back to what he's saying, if you have a strong conviction in who you are and what you stand for, certain things you're just not gonna do.
Yeah, there's got to be a polar bear
I hear ya.
out there. We're going to find
I
him,
hear you,
man.
but survival. Okay, maybe the eating something, but survival is a mad thing. And there's mad scenarios. Like for instance, like you know them child soldiers, and they get told to like pick a parent. and shoot them.
Yeah, that's mad still. That's mad. And in that scenario, I can't
That's
believe
hard.
They're telling you pick a parent or
Yeah, with a
do
kid, it's
this or
different.
do that. So what you will do in survival to survive, or for the survival of
It's
some of a
different.
loved one, more importantly, because you might be with the youth and your thing might be like, you know what, I wouldn't eat this, but I don't want to see my youth die of
Yeah,
starvation,
yeah.
and I might make them have to have a little nibble, car. Me not eat it, but you know what I mean. That's different if you're youth now, isn't it? You think about it differently.
Yeah.
You see what you said there, yeah? I'm going to be honest with you, yeah? I think that the way I've cultured my youths is that they're not eating it, cuz.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat
We're
that,
not eating
Daddy.
it.
Just close your eyes.
Wait, nah, nah,
Just rest up now, Papa.
No, the thing is, that, you're right. He's right though, because that's my belief, innit? But the truth is still the truth, innit? There's gonna be one, or there might be two, who knows? And they're gonna do their own thing. Whereas, you know, I'm gonna stick to my conviction.
Growing up as a
you would be
Jehovah's
surprised.
Witness.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, I'm still stuck with a certain dilemma, with a certain thing.
The blood.
That's right.
Blood transfusion,
That's
right? So we was raised that you don't take blood from no one, you don't eat blood, drink blood. Blood is a sacred liquid that you're not supposed to consume. Get me? And once you do that, you're violating your spiritual temple, and it's whole heap of
But Jehovah's Witnesses eat
ramifications.
meat.
They eat meat,
But not,
yeah.
they cook it, so
yeah,
there's
it's
no
cooked.
blood in there.
There's no rare steaks, no
Yeah.
blue steak, none of that.
Yeah, basically.
And they don't take blood. Like so, when they have a issue
No
and they need
taking.
blood transfusion, before most people be dying. Now a lot of people don't know there's alternatives. There's plasma and this
that's
and
it,
that.
yeah, these
There's
things,
other
yeah.
alternatives. You don't have to have blood. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like that's still something in my heart that I don't see myself taking a blood transfusion. I don't see myself.
So I
doing
was
it.
meant to have a transfusion when I was in hospital after having my second child, because I had an emergency cesarean, and yeah, my levels were really low. But I decided I just want to regenerate. I just recoup. I'll be fine.
I don't want someone else's blood.
I
in
didn't
my
want to
systems.
risk that.
Not
But
feeling
my
that.
son, he has a blood disorder,
Oh, shit.
H disease. So he walks around anemic at all times.
Okay, yeah. Low iron.
What they said is one, he could have deformed bones. He could be short. All this
And
stuff
this
they
is
said
from
about
this.
him.
This is why you was eating all the veg and everything,
So
right?
I used to give him a lot of juices and stuff, but now
Right.
it's all the meat, and it's been meat for a long time. He is 6'3". He is very healthy. Normally, these people with H disease, once they're going through puberty, they need transfusion. He's never needed a transfusion. He's avoided all that. So his health is actually very good. But if he needed a transfusion, I would like to give him my blood. I wouldn't want him to
Right.
take
Technically,
something
If you got the
because
same blood
Yeah.
type.
because
you-
I have
yeah.
the same. He gets his H disease from me, like with the alpha and beta thalassemia, basically.
What's your blood type?
I don't even know what my blood
Are
type
you
is right now,
RH
but,
negative?
I can't remember.
I'm feeling like there's some Vlad the Impaler something going on in there. Some
I can't remember. But what?
something going on there.
No, but I haven't.
Nosferatu.
No.
Yeah. Daywalker.
Do you know what though?
Yeah.
You see you saying that,
Yeah.
yeah? When I was growing up, my nan used to always say this. I was a kid. I was I didn't like eating the food you give me. I want to eat what I want to eat.
Yeah.
And if I like going to my nan's because my nan was that kind of nan. Give them what they want to eat,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they'll eat.
They'll eat,
At least
yeah,
they ate something, innit?
Yeah.
And I feel that sometimes maybe that's part of it as well. Like where you're saying, you know, you're preferring the meat, you're preferring the vegetables. The vegetables make you feel a certain way, and the meat makes you feel a certain way. So, is this partially to do with your feelings?
Your
you
microphone. So you forget your microphone. Yeah.
Is it your feelings as much as what you're consuming? Is what I'm saying, isn't it? Because if you're consuming something you don't like, let's say you're
Like you are what you eat,
you
kind of
start
thing.
eating flesh again now, yeah. And
He
you
does.
Don't like
He
it
does
too
though.
much.
He does.
He does
He
eat
ain't
flesh.
stopped.
He hasn't
Don't treat him
stopped.
like a vegan, you know.
Cool. But you start consuming red flesh again, yeah, and you start enjoying it, yeah, and then you start feeling, and then all right, cool. Maybe was you a man that would finish the whole meal, or would you leave bits on the table?
I'm having all of that.
You're yamming all of that.
Yeah.
So maybe it was
And then
overconsumption.
and then, you know, it takes forever to digest.
To digest
remember,
big bloated
you're
stomach.
eating that-
And
you're
what's
feeling
the
that-
other thing?
meat-
Irritable
meat
bowel
doesn't-
syndrome.
meat doesn't
All
take a
them
long
things
time
that
to
God
digest.
made up.
No, but I'm agreeing with what she's saying, because what she's saying is she's put all the other things to the side. You see how you had, like, all right, for instance, I've got a uncle now, yeah? This man will eat a whole chicken, yeah? You can't give him half a chicken. You can't give him pieces. He wants the whole chicken, yeah? Then you're going to eat potato. Then you're going to eat veg and everything else on top of that. So is it the overconsumption that's really making you ill more than...
It was the meat, man. It was
Well,
the
you
red
can't
meat.
say that because you're no.
I didn't mean it, man.
You know why? Wait. You know why I can say this? You know why I can disagree with this
But
wholeheartedly?
you have been from the start.
Yeah, but I can disagree with it wholeheartedly. And you can't say anything against it because you still eat meat, and you're saying you feel good now.
Well, I eat chicken. I
That's
don't
meat.
eat red meat.
That's a chicken.
The point is red
Do you
meat.
eat eggs?
The point is
Do you eat eggs?
no.
So you cut out dairy.
Yeah.
So there's a problem with dairy, and dairy in the shops is pasteurised. So there's a problem with that. But I go to the farm and I get raw milk from A2 cows, which is a protein that we
I
can
mean,
actually
my
digest.
mum weren't a cow. And the only person I was drinking
She's
milk
one
from
step
was my
away
mum.
from milking the cow herself, bro. You know what I mean? One
I'd
step
do
away.
it. I'd do it if I need to.
And that's and I can't remember his name. A scientist said it. He said, "But your mum's not a cow, so why would you be drinking cow's
Yeah, that's
milk?"
not a scientist. That's a vegan
Cow's-
doctor.
cow-
I've
cow's-
heard him
cow's
before. He
milk
looks
is
so
for
ill.
baby
The guy looks so ill. Can
It's for
we?
baby calves.
Can we
not for
stop
humans.
taking?
I
wait.
know that, but at the same time, my people on the continent, they be draining them cows, bro, and they look better than everybody on the planet.
You reckon?
Yeah, they jump higher, run faster.
I don't know
Right.
about that.
Nah, they do, man. Our people on the continent, yeah, they do all sorts, man. They be bursting. They drink the blood of the cow, they milk the cow, mix the blood of the milk. They do all kinds of things.
That's true.
They
That is
actually
true.
mix blood and raw milk together and they drink it.
Yeah,
But this is why I think it's
the man are
about,
50 foot tall.
I think it's how your emotions connect you to the food. I've always been a strong believer in this.
I
Because
think that the quality of food we get in the UK, regardless, vegetable, meat, whatever, shit. We
it's
get the
trash.
lowest
It
grade of food.
It is.
I'm sure we could all agree
I think
with
the
that.
farming is not
my
as
opinion.
bad a standard worldwide from here.
Yeah, British beef.
Yeah, because beef is mainly grass-fed.
Sausages. Bernard, man.
No, but do you know what though? I think you see nowadays it's different. When I was a kid, I remember going to Jamaica and eating chicken, and even seeing a chicken. The chicken was one
different,
big
bro. It
chicken.
looked
This was a
different,
big
like-
thing that was chasing you
Back
around
to
the
the
yard.
cows, even
in
the cow-
comparison to this little chicken I see over here.
But is that because you was a kid though?
No, I mean like
No, but even the cow,
chickens
bro.
are just bigger.
The cows,
everything's just bigger.
The cows back home
The
are
varieties.
something different, bro.
yeah.
I was walking down the road, blood, and I swear this cow was like the size of that. My size, bro, from the foot
And
to the
proper
Yeah,
top.
but
cow
maybe
with
they let
big
them
horns.
live
Big
longer.
things.
We
How tall are you, Greenie?
I don't know.
it's not
But
that
I'm not.
hard
I'm
to
not
say.
short. I'm not short. I'm not a giant like you. You know.
Shots fired.
You know. You can see it, right? But it's all right.
Eat steak and you'll be
Rah,
taller.
what, as tall as you,
Nah,
Greenie?
I don't think so.
How tall are you, man?
I don't think so.
When I see a chicken leg now, though, these chicken legs now, even when you get the whole fire of the chicken, it looks small. I don't know.
It's
When
either that or they're pumped up with water, bro.
something's happened.
It's one or the other. Because to be
something's
honest, I
happened.
feel like they're all pumped up with water.
Yeah, I've never seen
African
chickens
chicken
that
is
big.
kind of scrawny.
Yeah.
You get me? But obviously mad tasty, but
Yeah.
it's scrawny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially, you've all been to the Nigerian wedding and then you got the chicken thinking it's the safe one.
Yeah.
And you start chewing it, you say, I never knew you say Wrigley's make chicken.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But you're right. The one we got is there puffed up.
Hubba bubba chicken out.
You're right. You're right. It's
chewing
bare
that for 15 minutes
Sometimes you
later.
get the chicken, the meat tastes like it's jelly almost.
Who's
the one
whose
over
meat does?
here. The one
Oh, yeah, over
the
here, yes,
chicken is
wet
dead.
and
Yeah, it's like
Watery.
yeah, it's not
and
the
that.
same. It's not the
Anyway,
same.
You need to get an air fryer.
I got an air fryer. I got an air fryer.
Toast that up.
It's the Teflon in the air fryer. We need to start
Yeah, so mine's got ceramic. Mine's ceramic.
You either get ceramic or stainless steel.
Yeah.
So
I ain't messing
I don't know
with
where you got
none
the
of them.
ceramic one, but I'm gonna look out for that one because I've been looking for stainless steel, and you can't. Really
You can
get
only
them.
get the ones with racks for stainless steel.
Okay. Well, that might have to
Air
run.
fryers.
Like air fryers, I big them up. Big them up. You get me? You have a
Yeah.
microwave.
I'm not really a fan of the microwave or the air fryer. I'm a fan of the deep fat fryer more than I am the air fryer because
Yeah,
I
but
just
what
like the
fat are you
taste.
putting in it?
Look, just normal
Seed
oil
oil.
in it.
Seed
Just
oil.
man.
Started.
Corn
Seed oil.
syrup.
So what oil should it be?
Tallow.
Corn syrup, bro.
Hello.
Tallow.
What's that?
Cow fat.
Oh,
This
fuck.
stuff,
Everything.
this
Everything
to do with
meat.
stuff.
Yeah.
Cow fat. This.
Rah, she got some just in case she wanted to
See, all of
make
that
a
stuff.
sandwich. She not eat some. Let me see.
All of that stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This is my product that I make.
You see, when you say that now, yeah, I think for someone like myself, and I've got a lot of family members like it as well.
Doesn't smell like oxo.
Meat,
You know what you got
milk,
thinking?
and cheese and stuff don't really agree with me.
That's nice.
Let me see that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'd probably pass on the cow. But I'm just saying that for who it works. But for me, I just find that like even butter, I can't eat butter. If you want to talk real butter, I can't eat the stuff.
Why? What do you mean by can't?
I can't eat it. I'll
What
vomit.
happens?
You give me that stuff, I'll vomit. I hate it.
Can you drink milk?
I can drink it, but I'm gonna be on the toilet for about 45,
She
maybe
got
an hour.
So what is
got
it?
you on camera. She's
Lactose
talking about
in,
drinking milk.
I know.
lactose intolerant.
She got you.
Yeah, basically.
So someone that I used to know was lactose intolerant. Like literally, if you get a capful, like tiny little sip of milk, so on the toilet, run into the toilet, and then he'd be rolling around the floor. In
I'm
pain
not that
after.
bad. I'm not that
It's
bad.
bad. And then I found this farm near me. It's like a 20-mile round trip to this farm, and they do raw milk.
Raw milk, I was
from
gonna say.
A2
You need
cows.
raw milk.
He can drink
Unpasteurized.
litres of that with
None.
no issue whatsoever. Nothing.
No,
It's
unpasteurized.
the
That's proper.
people messing with our food. That milk is so good
I agree.
that when my car broke down,
Yeah.
I got on my push bike, backpack, and rode the 20 miles to go get the milk and bring it home. Because
Bring
there's
it
no
home.
way
That
I
milk
rode
is
past
serious.
all the supermarkets.
Can I be
I
honest?
wouldn't get normal
My
milk.
guilty pleasure is I do like a bowl of cereal in the morning. So I will drink it. I'll put a little bit of milk in there.
Got something to
But I
add to
make the
that.
milk like dry up into the cereal. I won't have it swimming in. Do you know like that? It's not swimming.
She has beef flakes.
I know.
And
And then
they're
another
good.
thing,
Really?
like,
Beef flakes.
hot
Grated,
chocolate.
grated beef
Yeah.
and that
No.
with milk.
There's a few times where I will like a bit of milk or even a pizza. I like pizza, so I'll eat a bit of cheese, but I will do it very irregularly because I will literally break out. Like my whole skin will break out
Yeah.
From milk or from the
from
other
all
stuff?
all dairy. Like when we was young, they used to give us soya because they said if you just
no,
drink the
don't do
soya.
that.
Mad.
But
You're better
we
off
didn't-
just going
Yeah, I
without.
didn't like the soya neither. I didn't like none of it.
Just go without.
Yeah,
But
I just- yeah.
it'd be interesting if you tried raw milk to see what effect it would have. If I'd known, I would have brought some with
Brought
me.
some raw milk to see people with asthma and that. The antihistamines and that's supposed to be really good for your asthma, your eczema. I definitely
raw milk?
Yeah,
Gut
raw
healing.
milk. I definitely read a lot about raw milk and
It's got to
the-
be from
the good
A2
effects of
cows
it.
though.
Okay.
If you can't get A2 cows, go for goat's
I
milk.
don't know what gang the cows are in, but big up A2
I wanna
and
go-
A1. I don't want to isolate no one. The cows are blood and gripping.
But I want to go back to the cereal. So you
Okay.
said that you eat cereal, right? So you know why cereal was invented?
Why?
So
Yeah.
years ago, John
Sterilised,
Harvey.
man.
Yeah, John Harvey Kellogg was the one that invented. He's
Okay.
basically part of the Seventh Day Adventists.
Didn't work on Shiffa.
No,
No, he really didn't. He
no.
really
Oh,
didn't.
is there
Didn't
many?
work on me.
He's got a whole
Didn't
football
work
team.
on me.
Big up the
He
youths
really
there.
didn't, right,
I don't
right.
eat it anymore, but it
Didn't work on
me.
Greenie.
So basically, he invented cereals, and his whole thing was to lower libido, to stop people having desires, and to reduce population, to
Makes
stop
sense.
men
Really?
Yeah.
wanting
Yeah,
to
makes
masturbate.
sense.
That's
All of that.
crazy.
That is the sole purpose. And now people
Go
are
look it
giving
up.
it to their children daily, thinking it's healthy. It's
Yeah,
not.
man.
Do you
That's
know
some of that.
Nothing
That's-
healthy
I
in
can agree
cereal.
with you. I
That's some
agree.
of that.
It's
I
funny
agree
you
with
say
you
that.
on that.
Yeah.
It's funny you say
Love
that.
up
We
on
got
cereal.
one.
All right. Love up on cereal. Greenie, where did you grow up?
Where did I grow up?
Where?
What do you mean
Where did you grow up? Was you born in
What area?
England?
Yeah, I was
Let's
born
find out a
there.
little bit about you, man.
Why me?
Because we're gonna go around the room
Alright,
like we
cool.
started from left to
Yeah, I
right.
was born here.
Yeah.
In fact, I was born St Mary's, Paddington.
Okay.
But they knocked that down now. It's
Yeah.
flats.
Okay. Because you was born there.
Yeah. Well, a lot of us
the
was
day
born.
after,
A lot
the day
of us.
after he was born there, they was like, "Fuck this building."
Dusty.
We ain't letting no more of
A,
these.
a
man.
lot of us was born there
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
And then, where did you grow up?
Well, I was kind of like the traveller, man.
Yeah.
After Paddington, I think we was in Roundwood Road, Harlesden, Northwest 10.
Big up North
Then
Wheezy.
from there we went Cricklewood, I believe. No, we went Kilburn, sorry. And from Kilburn we went to Cricklewood, and from Cricklewood we went to Sudbury.
Yeah.
From Sudbury I came back here, and I've been here ever since.
So, your family originally from Eritrea, right?
Where'd that? Where's that Wakanda? I don't know where that is.
I said it's like Wakanda, you know.
Where's
Nah,
that?
big up my Eritreans, you know. You get me? I know you lot can claim him. Look at him, you can claim him. But yeah,
Bro.
no, where you from originally?
my parents are St. Lucian, bro.
Okay, big up the St. Lucians.
Yeah, St. Lucian.
Get me? Big up the St. Lucians.
Yeah, I know you're trying to
Maverick over there is a St. Lucian. Can't diss the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's repping. He wants to ask you what part. He's definitely gonna wait till he definitely wants to ask you. He always asks what part. No, you might have to tell him what part. What
That's
part.
a tradition. Most parts, canneries, View Fort, Castries, Soufre.
He made a noise for that. Where's your bit?
We're up by Castries, like La Sellerie.
Yeah.
So it's up on the hills.
On the hills, yeah. Well, my people, them are up the hill and then down a bit. But they're still up there. Yeah, you can see all the way down from, you know, like you can see the highway and everything. Yeah, man. You mean,
What?
This is the connection. You get it, like, bro.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Oh, that's nice still. So how would you say, like, what your upbringing was? What was it like growing up?
Well, it wasn't easy. I mean, I remember I'm born 1973. So that's before colour TV. We had central heating and all sorts, bro. You get it?
Yeah. That's when they had the outhouse and that.
Yeah, with the toilet.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I had to use that many a night.
Real
Yeah,
talk.
man. So it wasn't easy, you know. But I think growing up like that made us able to handle what's happening now. You know what I mean?
Made you robust.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So what kind of things was you into as a young man and turning into your teens and that?
Mainly music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was mainly music, all aspects of music. It was a bit of acting, but then I wasn't a fan of playing dead.
Yeah.
Like a tempted fate, bro. So I was, you know what I mean? So I just dealt with the music, basically.
Now, what aspects of music was you involved in?
Well, my first love was making music, innit?
Okay.
Like DJing, like
On the mic and that.
Yeah, making records and that. That was my first love.
Do you remember your first tune that you brought out? The first tune that you made? Or like your first lyrics?
I don't remember the lyrics.
Yeah,
but
you're smart, innit?
I
You're
remember
smart. You
the
don't
people
remember-
them that I made it
It's
with.
smart to say you don't remember the lyrics.
I don't remember
He
the
knows
lyrics.
me. Yeah, you think you're
know
fucking
damn
smart. Bro, don't try and play me, you know, Greenie.
Yeah, give us a verse.
Yeah,
give us
you
a
definitely
verse,
remember the. I
You
don't know why you're doing
you have
that.
to check the YouTube, man. That was
Oh
years
my
ago,
God.
man.
No way.
Green Fire YouTube, boy.
Green- what, Green Fire, yeah?
FYAH.
Okay, Green
Yeah,
Fire,
check
go
that
check
out.
that out.
Yeah, I mean.
For the exclusive.
Yeah.
Nami one.
And all these things.
I know what was going on.
Those was my era,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Where we had sound, like, man used to just string up things and shock themselves enough time. Yeah.
Trying to hook up the sound and that.
We thought we were grown, man.
It's a lovely culture though, the whole
wicked.
sound culture.
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's an amazing thing that
It kept us off the streets. you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. Got you doing something.
Yeah.
You got the right name as well for this conversation we've been having as well.
What's
you know,
that?
it's Green.
Greenie.
Yeah, Greenie.
Green in love, you know?
Greenie love, Green Fire,
Yeah,
Green
yeah,
Fire.
Yeah, love the Greens.
Yeah.
Big him up, man. Okay, so then obviously you've been around for a couple moons and that. So you've gone from loving the music around 11 and around your teens and that, and then you become a young man. Which direction did you go? What was your life kind of like?
Well, obviously, I can't say obviously, but around them times, I call it programmed. That we were programmed to be a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were programmed to be on the streets. We were programmed to hang out. We were programmed to do certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't really, although I had the talent, I didn't know what that talent could do for me at that time. But you live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
And there is some good people out there, and they will say, you don't have to do that, you know. You can be doing this, you can be doing that.
Yeah.
And you have, it takes ambition and belief in yourself.
Yeah.
And you go for it, and you see it works, and you say, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it did for me.
So that's a lesson that you feel like you learned later about yourself, like to really believe in yourself.
Well, no, I always knew I had something in it, but I didn't really know how precious it actually was.
Yeah. So you maybe underestimated yourself a little.
Yeah, I didn't even know how big it was, bro. I was actually on road fearless, fam, doing stupidness. Like, I'm very lucky to be here. So when I realised now, hold on, playing music and doing something I enjoy, I make money out of it, I feed my family, I'm not on in no danger.
Tell us a mad story. One mad story. Change the names and locations. Tell us one mad story from. You get me? Just tell us something real. A real one. I
don't understand what you want me to say.
I'm saying, is that, obviously we're on a podcast, and when we talk, we're talking in a vague way. I know you in it, so I understand the vibration. Sometimes when we talk, it's not plain enough, especially to deliver the message, because I feel like what we're talking about is a metamorphosis. So you're saying it's so poetic.
We're off the meat, are we?
We're
Never.
meat is still dead there, but I feel like we've definitely spent some time getting to understand Rachel's, where she comes from, whatever. She's been so articulate, and I feel like it's only right we get onto these lot story, innit?
Yeah.
Ask any questions you want as well, like we get onto these lot.
I know.
What these man are on, and you know what I mean.
All right.
So, but anyway, no. Truthfully, though, just
mad story. I don't know what to say to you, but all I do know is, as I said before, I was pretty programmed as a youngster. A lot of the influences came from the media and stuff like that.
What kind of situations did the program bring about?
Oh, well, life-threatening situations. But you know what did save my life, though? My child.
Can you tell us about a situation that happened, or something you saw something happen to someone else even?
Nah, there was a lot. All right, for instance, there's times where you might have been on road with your people doing stuff, and then there's other people like coming out with knives and stuff like that. Now, if I'm walking around with you and somebody comes to approach you with a knife, now I was so fearless. I was standing between the two of you.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? And I'm not really checking that, but hold on, he could just jam you, brother.
Yeah, instead.
And it wasn't even your argument, but because I'm walking with you and I'm programmed, innit?
Yeah.
So that's
can't go on,
this is the chances I'm taking with my life.
So
but
you
it's
were
when
desensitized to the danger, basically.
Yeah, a lot.
And reckless.
A lot of us was.
Yeah.
But when I had my child now, I had to kind of reevaluate what's going on.
Yeah.
Like it grew me up. You get me? Like
what did you have, a boy or girl?
I had a boy, and he looked just like me. So
Big him
it
up.
was a thing where we're getting park and playing football and stuff. Man's like, Greenie, I can't hear you.
It's not that.
And then, obviously, the music thing, it was taking off. People was like actually taking me to like places like Italy and New York to play music. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, what am I doing on road, blood?
Makes sense.
And the rest is history, to be honest.
Yeah, man. Greenie keeping it classy, you get me? He ain't trying to glorify. I get his vibration. He ain't trying to glorify the war stories. Do you know what I mean?
The truth is the truth,
He's a big man, innit? You get me?
Yeah, I mean.
You got to tell it how you're comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Shiffa, where you from?
Where you from, brother? What ends you from,
where you from, blood?
Oi, I don't know you, bro. Where you from?
I'm from Lewisham. I'm down the road. Yeah, I was on your block half the time.
Easy, mate. No problems. You know what I mean? It's just like, you look like someone I know. You get me? You look like someone I know. You know what I'm
saying? Come on, man. I'm from the Ville, cuz. I'm from the
fucking
Ville, man.
issues.
Trenches and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was your upbringing like? How did you grow up? You got brothers and sisters? Greenie, you got brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why you say it like that?
Well. You know when you're the black sheep, you're the black sheep.
Are you lot? Make up with Greenie, wherever you are.
You're the black sheep, you're the black sheep, bro.
Blackie, Bluey, Ready. Make up with Greenie.
Yeah.
I know one of them must have one of them names. Yellowy. Purpley.
Silver.
Silver fire, wherever you're there.
We don't run them names here.
Silver fire, wherever you're there.
We don't run them names.
Look in with your brother, you get me? Okay, so how many brothers and sisters you got?
I got a lot, but hold on.
That must be
I got a few, man. I'm not even gonna say how many I got.
Nah, because you don't remember, man. How many have you got, bro?
I got 4 in total, but then I got stepbrothers, stepsisters, or whatever.
Hold on.
As well.
How many sisters have you got?
What, including
Nah,
stepsisters?
you're trying, bro. How many
there's
sisters?
No steps. It's a sister or brother.
Yeah.
If you're talking no stepsisters, no stepbrothers, I got 3 sisters.
No, what I was trying to say is the
Step's not a real thing.
Yeah, they're still your brother. They're still your sister.
Yeah.
When
Not
you
even
say stepsister, yeah, you're talking like through marriage.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're still family.
Exactly. That's why I asked
Your
them.
family,
like,
yeah,
are we
but
including
yeah.
them?
Yeah.
How many?
All right, cool. If we're including
How many
all of them,
biologicals though?
Oh, you were
Biological-
only
No, because I understand the difference.
biological, there's 3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then extended family and
Extended
family you chose.
Well, there's gonna be. You got to add another 5 sisters and 2 brothers.
Big up Papa Shiffa. Definitely.
Dan
putting in
Dada.
work. Definitely putting in work.
Some numbers.
Dan
He didn't
Dada.
eat no cereal.
Yeah.
No cereal.
No red
cereal.
meat.
No red.
No, he was eating the
No,
red
he
meat.
was eating red meat.
He was eating the red meat.
Yeah. Man.
He was gonna crack.
But you can't even really say that though. That's my stepdad's kids. My dad's got.
Okay.
My dad technically has got 3.
Okay.
3, yeah, and I've got 4. So I topped him.
Okay.
Mad dude.
Yeah.
Me not top my one boy. I tell you
topped
that.
him still.
Oh, what? He's
Nah,
getting
he's
away.
got- hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got about 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah,
bro.
man. Congratulations.
Not me, bro.
Not you, man. Yeah, you.
I did stop at 3, but then I had twins, so that made it 5.
Okay.
Yeah. I soon catch you, man. Don't worry, man.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it, man. Go
You
for
got
it,
me,
man.
man. What's life for? If
No,
not for
but you
living,
know
man?
what?
What's for?
Life ain't really the place that we really want to bring our kids. We want to bring them into this world. I mean, I felt that, like, I think around about my 2nd or my 3rd child, because the place was changing. But now, how it is now, because my twins are now 10 this month. And it's scary to see what they have to live in, bro. So to bring a baby up into this now, knowing what's going on.
All right, so
don't know.
we all got kids. What's your number one fear? How old are your children? 21 and
From 21 down to 9.
you got how many?
4.
4. Okay. So what's our biggest fears as parents of the youngest lot?
I don't even want to touch that subject, bro.
Hey, do you know what? I'm gonna
Okay,
say-
apart from, well, no, actually, yeah. If that's your
Hey.
biggest fear, how old do you know where your mind went from you said that?
I know what my biggest fear is.
Yeah.
Like seeing that my son turn up with a pair of breasts. Or my daughter turn up looking, you see a daughter turn up with a
No,
beard
but you know what?
bigger than
but
yours.
it's for real though. That's
my-
another thing.
Bigger than
That's
yours,
another
like.
thing. That's
Come on,
serious.
bro.
Good.
If I saw my daughter turn up with a beard bigger than mine,
out
or
with
my
a
son
beard,
turn up
huh?
with breasts, I'm
No
So
more
what
breasts.
you saying
Your
is
daughter
what
gives
you
your son a breast.
what you saying
I
is
don't know,
what
man.
I
you
don't
saying
want
is
these no more.
if you're
Do you know what I mean? Because the women are chopping them off. and
Yeah.
men are getting them implanted.
But
This
guess
is it.
what?
This is it.
They're still female or they're still male, but they just
Exactly.
mutilated themselves.
right,
Crazy.
right.
And a lot
Thank
of them
you.
wanna-
They're still the
Thank you.
same.
A lot of them
you.
want to change their mind after.
I have arguments with people. I said, if my son came to me and said, Dad, can I talk to you? You know, bro, I'm disowning you, fam. They're saying to me, but that's your child. Of course it's my child.
See,
but I don't believe.
You see what you said
In
there,
that.
yeah? I think that I'm not that extreme with it, but I
am.
think I am
100%.
I am concerned by it. Do you feel where I'm coming from? Because I couldn't see my
Why
you
are
see
you
what
concerned
you said.
about it?
Listen to what you said. You said I'm going to disown my child.
Yes.
Of course, I'm damn well concerned. I don't want to disown my child.
You
But at the
don't
same
want to.
Same time though, yeah, I wouldn't disown my child. I know that certain things.
So what are you
weird
gonna
me
say?
out.
What? So
They
your
weird me out.
daughter comes to you with that beard on a Sunday and sits across the table
I
and
think you've
eating
got to
roast
start
chicken.
looking at their mental health if they do that.
I think so as well, but at the same time, I just know that we're living in a
I'm
world now.
starting to
These
agree
things
with.
are
I'm
going to
not
happen.
agreeing with your red meat, but I'm agreeing with the other stuff.
Disclaimer. We might be joining teams, but not on the meeting.
No, do you know what? I see you lot's point, but I think that because we're living in a world now that is allowing for this, it's like back in the day, there were certain types of things that I wouldn't see on the TV. They wouldn't allow for them
Facts.
to certain things on
Facts.
TV or whatever.
Facts.
But now it's allowed, isn't it? So
Should we allow it?
now, when you say should we allow it, I'm not the person who gets to make that choice. This
Yeah,
is-
but
Yeah, you are.
For your
Government-
children,
Yeah, you are.
Kind
Why,
of.
why are we
but-
rolling over for the government?
No.
What do you mean?
No, I
What do you mean? You can make a personal. He can make a personal.
That's
That's
right.
But once they get on the bus
That's
or
right.
they hit the motorway and
That's
they go past
right.
the billboard.
Yeah, but as a
out there,
person,
there's a
you
big
can
no.
be
but hopefully
very
you've
strong.
installed what you needed
can
to
be
instill
very,
in them.
You underestimate the power of being true to yourself and speaking your truth.
What about when they turn 18?
And just to
Yeah, but
play
you
the
can still have
advocate,
conversation.
just to play the advocate, you're overestimating your power of influence.
Yeah.
Versus
To a certain
the outside
extent.
world.
Yeah,
to a certain
Right?
extent.
Now, first question is:
but you still got to
are your
think
children
that your
homeschooled?
influence has.
Are your children homeschooled?
You have an influence on your child. Otherwise, what's the point?
Your children are submerged in the
In the
biggest
public
market
Yeah, that's
for,
true.
for brainwashing.
That's true.
So whatever you're trying to do at home, there is going to be an opposite and adverse influence, and it just depends on
Your
So there's
influence.
certain things that I
Skills
don't
or-
let my
Yeah.
children be involved in school, like the PSHE curriculum,
right,
sometimes called RSHE. That
a.k.a.
is
sex
where-
education.
Yeah.
That's where they tell your kids it's all right if you want.
No, from the
touch
age of, you
yourself.
know what from the age of 4, they teach them how to touch themselves.
Think I'm lying.
Say that again.
From the age of 4, they teach them how to touch themselves. From
And
the
where
age
to
of
do it?
5, they
Where
teach
to
them
do
how
it?
to touch
Do it
others.
in the bath. Do
This
it in
is
the
a
bath. Do
curriculum
it in
that
your
they-
bed. Don't
And
do it in the
but do you
classroom.
know?
No
That's what it says in one
Do you
of
know
the
who?
books.
Do you know where that
way.
curriculum come from? There was this guy called
I've never heard of
Alfred
this.
Kingsley.
Yeah.
Basically, he used to do studies, sick man, years ago. And there's a Kingsley Institute.
Yes.
And our this curriculum is based on his studies. He used to take babies and work out how many orgasms a baby can have in 24 hours.
Oh, that's
Tell me
sick.
this man's right in the head. And we're
That's sick.
basing our curriculum in school
That's
on
sick.
that.
That's sick.
All right, so yes, before we get too sidetracked,
And is that okay? Is that okay? Because he said that things have changed, innit?
Yeah, but
so like
should
we're supposed to
things change?
accept this. No,
No, we shouldn't accept it. We should say, no, actually,
no.
this is
what I'm saying.
unacceptable.
This is what I'm saying.
Right.
So if my child said to me, Dad, rare, I'm saying, no, I'm not having it.
Can I
It's a
agree
slippery
with both
slope.
of you?
Just not
Can I
having it.
agree with
It's a
both
slippery
of you because I think we're totally in agreement on that point. I just feel that there are certain aspects of our lives that we don't control. Does that make sense? For instance, when you was born and when your kids were born, you all got birth certificates in it. Your mum did yours, you did theirs. So
Yeah,
there's
there's
certain
We
things
didn't
know that- we
that
didn't
was
know.
taken out of your control that you're still adhering
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
So although
It's
we're going to
true.
say, well, we should tell them this, we should tell them that, but we're still adhering to the same program.
true.
So
It's
how are
true.
we any different?
But those things
But you can
aren't
denounce those
necessarily going to
programs
hurt
now.
us and harm us. There's an agenda behind the we can be anything we want to be. We can be a cat. There's some kids going to school and saying I'm a cat, and the teachers have got litter trays for them. Come on now. This is this is a mental health issue.
Hey, is
Like-
that a real thing?
Yeah.
Nah, no way.
Yeah.
No
It
way.
is.
No way.
Hey, I love that. I love that.
I think they call them
Ridiculous.
fairies.
Funny.
They call them
No
fairies.
way.
Fairies.
I
Yeah.
believe you.
No way.
So this is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You allow this little slip, you allow it in society, and it blows up.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a story. Right, there was this guy. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm just gonna try not to laugh. There was a guy. Right there. Basically, he
was a
identified as
guy.
a deer.
Thought
Yeah?
he was a deer.
So
I
he
don't know
dressed
why
up,
he
had
thought he
a
was
really
a deer.
he had a really good costume, and he's trotting around the woods. The hunters shot him, and he died.
Yeah, I heard about
What?
that. I heard about that. Real
Yeah.
talk, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I
you got
can't
clapped.
say I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
I can't.
Not guilty
I
to the
mean,
brother. That
I feel sorry for the hunter because they've killed a human and they didn't know. They thought it was
it's
a
Do you know what I
deer.
think?
traumatized
You see-
him. Yeah.
you see
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you
So it's
said?
unfair in that way.
I think you make a valid
She would have
point.
ate him
yeah?
same way. She
She
would have said, "Oh well,
Shots fired.
that's
can't
lunch.
waste this."
That's
Yeah,
lunch.
waste.
Fired.
No,
said,
no.
Waste not, want not, waste
eat,
not.
let's eat it now while it's still hot.
More for me then.
No, we're not.
I'll have a leg.
We're not in survival, dear. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah, no,
we're not
no,
in survival
no.
yet. We're not
So
at that place.
where was we again? What was he talking? I've lost my train of
Nah,
thought.
but
I lost it.
No, I agree with what
Rachel.
Rachel said. You've got to stand up for your beliefs, man. Because if we keep accepting the new age styles, bro, we're done for, innit? Like,
don't have it,
Even
Shiffa, man.
like
Stand up in
cancel,
the yeah.
cancel culture.
You see what?
All of
I'm
that.
with you, lot. Like
Slippery
I said,
slope.
I just feel that. How do I explain this to them? You can't control anything outside of what you're doing, innit?
So what you're saying is it's your fear, but you wouldn't disown your child.
No, I wouldn't
I
disown my child, but I
What
feel
would you
that
do?
this is what I feel like. I
He's
feel
not gonna
like I'd
sit
be
round and have
weirded
dinner
out,
with him.
and I'm one of those people like, you know, like if I see blood, I will more than likely vomit. You can't show me certain. You could even show. I can't watch Casualty or one of these hospital programs. I will vomit. So
I
if
think
I
we
saw
should,
a
we should
woman
go
with a
and learn
beard,
to hunt together.
Yeah, man.
Come on,
Toughen him
let's
up, man.
go hunt together.
look,
Need
if
to
I
lick
saw
something down, my
if
brother.
I
What
saw
you
a
talking
woman with a
about?
beard, I'm
All
definitely
these
gonna
6'9"
vomit.
There
of
is-
him and that,
I'm
he
gonna
don't
vomit.
want to kill nothing.
There is that woman that goes around on different podcasts with a beard, but she's a
I will
woman
vomit.
still.
The Indian thing.
Yeah.
The
I
Asian
will
thing.
vomit. That will
Big
put
up the
me
Asian
right
gal,
off.
them. You know you lot.
I don't
Is
know if
that
I
an
could
ick?
look her in the eye.
Do
I
you
could-
have a lot of icks?
Yeah, it'd be, I don't know if I could look her in the
tell.
eye.
This is why
I'd
his
be,
eating
Yeah.
ways are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ick.
He's a screamy.
When he was a
Yeah.
child,
kind of guy.
he only ate chips. You know them kids that are
Yeah.
like, Mum, I'm
Chips and
only eating
nuggets.
this. And the
Yeah.
mum
Only
allows
beige
it.
things,
What the
isn't it?
hell?
yeah. Or what I'd have is just the rice and peas, but I don't want that chicken. I just want the rice
Wow.
and peas.
Your mum allowed
and
it?
give me some sweet corn.
Nah, my mum would
Yeah.
never allow you eat what's on that
Yeah, you
plate,
eat-
mate.
Yeah, my mum
You
would
get what you
really
give
allow
them.
it, to be fair. My nan would, but my mum won't.
Yeah. Nanny's favourite.
Yeah, I was nanny's favourite. I
Me
was.
too.
Literally. But I think that we can't control what they see outside of what we're showing them.
No, but
And
I
to an
still, I
extent-
agree with that, but I still think your influence
There's
as
a
a
chance.
parent, yeah, because, all right, when I was growing up, and my people, they would say certain things, don't make me hear this, don't make me hear this about you whatsoever. So when we're on road and we're doing whatever we're doing, we don't want that to go back to our people. So they kind of installed, whether you was doing what you was doing, you still had that
But
in
then
your
they
ear.
hide and
I
do
think
it.
the importance here is family.
Yeah, but
keeping the family
yeah, but-
together.
So
But then if they hide and do it, and then my son goes and gets breast, I'll never see him again.
Okay, so
I don't wanna see my
for
son with
instance-
breasts.
I hear
So
you,
in
but
for
it's still-
instance,
I don't want to see my son with breasts.
This is so funny. Men and women have
Punch that
so.
up. I don't want to see
How
my...
do I feel about?
If your son,
So I know,
decide-
know this would never happen.
He would have to
Okay,
hide.
no, and listen, let me just say this: I ain't wishing this on no one, and I ain't gonna, as the moderator of this conversation, I'm not necessarily picking a side. But what I want to know is, your son comes back.
I would work on his mental health because it's not what
Normal.
he really wants to be. This is something that he's
No,
learned
no,
And
along
guess
the
what
way.
they say?
Mum,
Guess what they say?
No, Mum,
I felt like this.
Oh my God!
I felt like
Hey,
this
Mum,
when I was young.
I was just about to say.
This is all the
I was
programming.
about to say, Mum. When I was 3 years old, I
See?
knew I wanted to be a gal.
See, programming.
So what you saying now?
the programming.
No, see, when I was younger, I was
Tomboy.
a tomboy because I had a brother, older brother.
Nowadays,
And
That's
do
a
you know
dangerous
what?
path
That
now.
would be so scary to be that way now because they'd be
Yeah.
like, you want to be a boy.
and
You're
certain
actually
youths-
a boy. No, I was a
certain youths
tomboy.
acted just
I
like
love
their
being a
sisters when they were
woman.
growing up.
And I love...
Big bad man now.
Yeah.
Big businessman, fathers and
Even
that.
their body
But back-
posture like
yeah,
their
But back
sisters, you're
then,
right.
Wearing their mum's shoes
if,
and all
no,
sorts.
back then, if you was asked, when they got 3 sisters, and they love their sisters, and they got
Yeah.
mum in the yard, and Auntie Grace that comes round, do you know what I mean? And Sister Joyce,
And the brothers
They picked
playing
out the
Barbies with
mannerisms.
the sisters.
Yeah.
you ask the little
yeah.
boy, oh,
It's normal to do that.
would you rather be a boy or a girl? He's like, rah, I could wear all my sister's clothes, I could play with them, they could let me in and do all
Right,
the stuff. You know what, I'd rather be a girl. Next thing you know, he's getting transitioned. That's how
And
it
do you
is
know what? They
nowadays,
have
isn't
the
it?
That's how it
highest
is
rate
nowadays.
of
You know what I mean?
suicide because
Kids want to be
most
like
of
their
the
mum a lot.
people that transition,
Especially single
they
parent.
realise it's a mistake.
Every you got to tell, boy child, you got to tell, no, that's not for you. That's for girls.
This is
Do you know
why
what I
you-
mean?
this is why
Oh,
you-
no,
this
that's
is
what
why
you-
you-
oh, I want to get my nails done like mummy. No, that's for boys.
No, this is why you're
you
supposed
let
to
them know
have
this.
2 parents.
Yeah.
But what will happen is,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
nowadays, when they're saying these little childish things like, oh, I want to try this, or oh, mum, that looks cool, or I want to
Yeah.
do my hair like mum,
Transition him.
the mum's like, "Ting!"
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mad. It's mad.
It's
Yo.
my, it's my
Some of the mums
ute.
are
Yeah.
My
jumping on it.
ute. It's not yours, it's my ute.
It's,
Some of the mums are jumping on it and they
loving
actually
it.
like the attention.
They love it.
They like
They
the
love it.
attention.
Having a-
Like them parents that would take their kids to drag queen story
Story
hour.
time.
What? No.
Mad.
No.
But do you not think that, like,
makes
for
no sense.
instance, if we was to rewind time, there was a time when even certain types of sexuality was illegal.
Yes,
you couldn't
especially
do it.
here.
So people would hide and do it. But now that it's become legal, you know, there's been a massive growth in
Yeah,
that,
but it
in
doesn't
the
mean
openness of
we
people
must
with that
accept it.
sexuality.
We
So,
know better.
I'll tell you what,
Are we
there's something
expecting the
out of the
same
box
kind of
here.
growth?
I'll give you this analogy.
Where's this going?
Is this your cup?
I might want that there.
No, we're getting an experiment here.
Don't look.
I don't
Don't
know.
look. Don't look. Don't
Yeah,
look.
but you
Don't
know,
look.
you
Don't
know,
look.
you know, if you
No,
say
no,
that,
no,
you're
no,
gonna
no,
make us
no,
wanna
no,
look.
Don't look. Don't look. All right, cool.
Can we look?
So-
now? Can we look now?
This is a real thing, yeah?
We can look. Now.
Yeah, you can look now. Winner's gonna get a tenner.
No.
Yeah? Winner's gonna get a tenner, yeah? Alright, cool.
But you're holding them like breast though.
Nah, I was trying to flip them round.
Nah, it did look like
I didn't
he
want
was,
something
no,
to-
but it did
I
look.
didn't-
It,
I
it,
didn't
as
want
big as you are, it did.
I didn't want something to fall out. I didn't want something to fall out. This is the thumbnail. With a serious face. Alright, cool. Hold on. No, wait, hold on. Wait. Look away. Alright, cool. Winner gets a tenner. Yeah?
Right.
One of these cups has got an item in it, and the other one's empty. Choose your cup. You're choosing this one.
Yeah, fan.
You're choosing this one.
Yeah, because he
Which
said
one are you
right.
choosing?
I'm gonna go left.
So two choosing this one. One person's choosing this one, right? Are you sure? Are you happy? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is this one and this one, right? Alright, cool. And there's this one. Now, does any of you want to change your choice?
Go on then, I'll change.
No.
No? What I've just done is introduce a new option. It was the winning option, but what I've done is just introduce a new option. An option that weren't really on your mind before.
Yeah.
And the minute that there's a new option, guess what humans do?
They react
took
to it.
it.
They always,
they
someone's
react
going to
to
say,
it,
you know
yeah.
what, let me
I'm
try the
too
new
old.
Yeah,
option.
let me try the new thing. You see it?
school,
Let me
bro.
try the new option.
I'm too old school.
You see what I'm saying,
I'm
fam?
too old
And that's
school,
what it
bro.
is.
I'm too old
And
school.
that's what it is. When we start highlighting all these different lifestyles, people who you want to sleep with, this is all mainly what it's down to.
Yeah.
Who you want to sleep with. Once we start highlighting and making it a thing, and do you know people sleep with snails? Someone's gonna hear that
And wanna
think,
sleep with
"Rah,"
snails, yeah.
and go and at least look into it.
Imagine.
I don't know.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah,
You cannot.
But the point, the illustration being made. Sorry, that was a long-winded way of saying.
No, but it makes sense.
These options that we keep giving and putting out.
But I'm
there
so
is
glad
why
that I
more
stuck
people-
with my old
It's
school
why more
ways.
people are selecting. Yeah, it's not because
I agree.
it was illegal, and that
Yeah.
it's because you talk
You've
about it
got-
every day, everywhere.
I've got
Every film-
I've got another edge. Another edge.
Oh,
So basically, there's a scientist that I
Edges.
follow. Yeah. And he talks about tap water a lot. So
And the estrogen in
basically,
the tap water.
yeah. So if you think about it, when we're getting our tap waters cleaned,
yeah,
they only clean against certain impurities.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
do not take any hormones out of the water. Think about how many women are on birth control. and
People on
they're urinating.
antidepressants,
All of that.
all of that.
It's all coming back into
Because
the tap
when
water.
when they clean it, yeah, they, as she says, they only clean it only cleans a certain amount. All the other stuff is coming back to us, boss.
Yeah.
And then
Which
they're
is why
adding
you're
fluor-
seeing
things
so
like
much
fluoride.
people mental on road, fam.
right.
Yeah. So there's another edge.
I do agree with that. Still,
I think
'cause
there's a
can't
chemical
drink it.
angle to it. I also agree. Like, I think half of what my point is the fact that a lot of the behaviours are not necessarily new. And with whatever your
Some of it is.
a lot of
The
the
level of
behaviours-
mental health is new to me.
Wait. Listen, a lot of the actual behaviours and lifestyle choices are not new to this planet. Not things that have never been done before or never been heard
Tried,
of.
yeah.
They've been done
Nah,
everywhere.
come on,
With
come on,
every
come on.
continent. Telling you, bro. Every continent. Yeah, from the philia to the to the
You see
to
how
the
they use. You
transin,
see
to-
how they use them
To the
with their
bestiality, all of that,
zo-
you're right.
zombie knives.
Wait,
and all that.
wait,
This is a
even
new
that-
thing, bro.
even that could
Don't
be
get me wrong. From Rambo came out. Rambo
Wait, though.
knives was about, yeah.
Wait, though,
but you
bro.
didn't see this pandemic of everywhere. The youth them are getting stabbed up.
You know what the system?
It wasn't like that when we were growing up, bro.
Do you know what the
In
system?
Jamaica it
You know
was.
what the system does?
That was
The
more
system.
flick
What the
knife and
system
shit.
does is emphasize on traits that already exist and are easy
A lot of
to
the time,
guide
yeah.
and move in the
A
right
lot
way.
of the time,
I
yeah.
was gonna get back that. I'll get back to that point there. The zombie knives. First, let me go back to the sexual choices and whatever. Right? It's not new, but what it is it when it's highlighted so much, and it's forced to be the number one issue and topic in your news, on your media, in your songs, in the houses.
That's why I'm scared of
where-
it. When you said that, that's
that
what brought
makes
it up.
people wanna, because they understand the psychology of group psychology and group consciousness and egregores. An egregore is a collective thought that actually becomes an entity in itself, right?
'Cause it
This is
echoes,
magic.
isn't Yeah.
This is magic. This is getting you to manifest
It's like
things.
PDD and his oils.
No way, God, and the 1,000 oils. I don't know how we got there. I don't know how you got to be Diddy and the 1,000 oils.
It was an entity.
Yeah, but it was what was in
But
the oil.
I guess what I'm saying is, people making their individual choices and doing alternative things has always happened.
Mm-hmm.
They're weaponizing that ability of man to make it self-destructive.
Yeah.
To aim at the family and whatnot. There was always people that was women that just like men that.
That's right.
There was always all these little in
Big
between.
Breakfast. Remember the guy? What was his name? Back in the day.
I don't remember that. I never saw that.
But
You never saw the
originally,
Big Brother?
all of that stuff, as he said
You know,
before,
you saw it.
all of that stuff was illegal. They had to hide and do that. Now they're not hiding.
Yeah.
Way back, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're going, there's a time where
It was illegal.
actually
You
illegal,
couldn't
yeah.
be like that in the army. You couldn't be like that as a teacher. You
No, it
couldn't
was
be
in
like
law.
that.
Like even
It was in
further
law.
back though,
It was in
even
law.
further
Police.
back, it gets more blended because
Yeah.
then it's like there's people like that was just left in society
That's right.
because it's just,
But they weren't out. You mean?
Yeah, but
no, they were out, but they were just left in.
The
I don't know.
contrast now, though, is
One of them would be a witch doctor or a shaman. The next one would be a this and that and rare. You get me?
We can go to the
They're
ancient
out
Greeks.
there,
We're
man.
gonna see gymnasiums.
If
And
you
all
got
sorts of-
no.
No,
I'm
you're
thinking
going too far
that's
now.
going.
We're
Yeah,
gonna see all
Greece is
sorts of
taking it.
stuff.
Like, did you
yeah.
see the video of the teacher that's teaching the kids that she's a they? She was saying, you know,
A they?
yeah, she's non-binary.
What do you mean she's a they?
She was teaching the kids she's non-binary.
Rather he
Not-
or she.
And he or she.
And this,
No, but you can't be a they because they is plural. That don't make
exactly.
sense.
Yeah, none of
No,
it makes
but
sense.
I mean,
None of it
even a
makes
he
sense.
speaking
saying
to a
he's
brother.
a she doesn't make
I was
sense.
speaking to a guy on TikTok with a girlfriend, and he on the live stream. Did you hear that live stream? And he was saying that he's non-binary.
Wow.
He's like a Birmingham kind of brother. It just sounded like a brother. And then he was like, "Yeah, I'm non-binary." But I'm like, "You got a girl?" It's like, "Yeah, I mean, I like the girl, or whatever."
When
I've
is-
tried things with a don.
What does the
weren't
binary
really feeling
part?
it.
What does that represent? I don't understand.
He's saying that
Binary.
he's never felt male or female. But I'm like, what does a female feel like? I don't
No,
know.
no, no.
Did you
That's how I
ask
fucked
him?
him
Did
up.
you ask him if he came from a single parent home?
No, but I asked him, what does a female feel like? What does a male feel like? I said, so how do you know you don't feel either? How do you know?
Yeah, that sounds.
You know
what I mean?
crazy, bro.
Like, you-
That's not-
Yeah, you are
that's
what you are.
nuts.
You just are.
He just
Yeah.
doesn't
That's it.
feel connected to a
In-
male or a female role or identity or any of that. None of it rings true with him.
That doesn't make. If you're a man, you don't need to feel connected to a male role. You are.
That's what
Yeah.
I said to
Simple.
him.
Yeah.
I said, you're looking for something
That's
that you already
crazy.
are.
Simple.
You're just a male.
It's just
like,
that you
you're gay,
didn't
innit?
have,
Or you like men or
didn't
you
have
don't like men.
daddy
Or...
there to tell you don't do that. There. But you're still a man, bro.
Yeah, I never heard nothing like that. in
What
my
makes
life.
a man a man?
His
That's a good
testosterone,
question.
his
His testosterone.
genitals, his
Testicles.
chromosomes.
I think
everything.
what makes a man
So a man without
is being a
genitals-
man.
A man who
Wait.
has his genitals chopped off
There's
is not a
that.
man.
Do you know what I mean?
No, he's still
Being a man.
No, it's
Not
it's the
being
whole
so
thing, isn't it?
feminine.
There's
The
that side, but I mean,
hormones,
if you think about it,
Chromosomes.
a man is born with certain attributes that a woman doesn't have. Just like a woman's born
Yeah.
with certain attributes. A man, that's
What,
all it is.
what attributes is that?
A man has a penis and a set of testicles, and he has a flat chest.
And when a woman has testicles, then what?
Then she's neither man nor woman. She
So
becomes.
you agree that there's a blurred line then?
It's not a non-binary though.
Yeah,
it's
you
called.
got him there, boy.
That one's called.
Fucking got him
No,
there,
no,
boy.
yeah, that one's called something else. That one's called. You said it.
Hermaphrodite,
That's right.
hermaphrodite.
That's
Yeah,
called
but
hermaphrodite.
Is a
what is
hermaphrodite
that?
a man or a woman?
A
Exactly.
hermaphrodite is a man and a woman.
Yeah, but that's rare. We're talking something
What,
very
possible?
rare.
No,
Yeah.
it is,
So
it is possible.
their
It is
excuse is
possible.
it's not always as bait as a hermaphrodite.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
they're
it's
not
an
that.
internal thing.
They're not that.
That's what they're
What?
saying, but that's rubbish.
What? They ain't got no organs to prove that.
All right, you know what? There's people out there. There's man out there with ovaries, you know.
Well,
There's man out there with
I don't
ovaries.
know about that.
There's man out there with ovaries.
Where they get that
There's
from?
that brother that we watched that time from the Lad Bible. He does bare lives
He must
on
be.
TikToks.
He must be a
He's got
different type
hazel
of
eyes. I think he's got
what they call
a
it,
vagina
hermaphrodite.
or in the clit is like a clit dick.
Yeah, but he's a hermaphrodite as well, isn't he? He's a different style.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just not.
but-
It's
but-
different extremes.
Yeah.
But the fact is,
Where does the buck
what
stop?
is that?
Yeah, is
That
there
is-
someone
that-
else?
that
What
means-
is
that
he
means-
or they? What
that
are
means,
they?
That means it's. I mean, come on, we all start off as female, innit? And
I don't believe that.
And then we break off
I don't
to
believe that
whatever,
I hear you.
right?
Yeah.
Let's just say that's how
what
they
they
say it,
that's what
right?
they be
So
saying.
therefore,
XY chromosome.
he's a woman with man bits.
Is it possible though? Yeah, like for instance, you know, like I was saying, there's a man with woman bits
Closer to you?
visible.
No, just direct.
But then
Direct
you
it
see
to
like
you.
how,
Okay, there you go.
for instance, then women have a different type of nipple to what a man's got because the child is gonna suck.
I
on
never
that.
seen a man's nipple.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I know that.
You
men
got your own though.
How?
Huh? Do you look at your own nipples?
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah,
my
why
nipples.
not?
Mad.
I'm saying that I know
So
my.
ignore them. What are you looking
Men
for?
walk around with nipples out all summer.
I got
Come
yeah,
on.
I got.
I've never
but
seen them.
Look, I know that my nipples
Never
don't
noticed.
produce milk.
I never noticed. Have you noticed man's nipples? Mad.
Look, my nipples don't lactate. That's what I'm saying.
No, but they can
You
do
tried?
though. They can do
Nah,
though.
I'm just saying naturally that's not something that they do. Now I'm saying if there's a man who's got some type of female like thing going on,
Hormones.
hormones,
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
and that's not if he was born like
He's
that.
But
leaking.
lactating don't make you a woman.
Well, I'm just saying there may be
No,
other
doesn't it?
female.
No, because like
Aspects.
you just said men can do it.
Yeah,
then
but
lactating
when
don't
Yeah,
make
but
you a
how
woman.
does
That's
it?
a
How
hormonal
how does a
response
man
of the
get
meat
to
suit
do
that
that?
you're in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't-
Yeah. Ask
get
him
me?
again.
But
How
it
the men
doesn't
do
mean
It
it?
doesn't mean we're supposed to though.
Which man
I
lactates?
never said that. But like I said, it don't make you a woman.
No, but which man lactates? I would.
A man with bare
Nah,
women
with
hormones in him.
moobs, man.
A man
Them man
with
there with
bare-
moobs,
Are
bro.
Yeah,
being
so the
serious?
ones that are given the hormones to
Gynecomastia.
transition.
It'll leak, bro.
No, but not that. They don't lactate.
I don't
That's
know.
not the same thing.
But
That's
but
just
men can be
accumulation of
naturally
fat.
born- Okay, men can be penis owners. Yeah, penis owners can be born with an excessive amount of
Female hormones.
estrogen. Let's not even call it female hormones because we
What-
have estrogen.
What
in
about
us.
this one? What about Adam's apple? Can a man be born without that? Because I thought.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I
No.
don't- Yeah, of course. I don't
A
really
man
think I got
born without an
without
Adam's.
an Adam's apple.
No.
But women have got Adam's apples. Though,
Yeah,
have they?
we never said
so,
they don't.
So who's not born
But
with
we're
Adam's apple?
not gonna be born without it.
Yeah, that's
though.
not a man's. That's not a.
I didn't
You
think
got
women's
Adam's
had
apple,
that.
right?
No.
I don't think women had
No,
it,
women
guys.
don't
They're
have
not
it.
supposed to.
I didn't
Women
think
don't
they
have
had
it.
it.
Women don't have it.
They're not
It's
supposed
different.
to.
That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't think they had it.
I
See?
didn't-
Women
yeah,
Women
they're
don't
not
have it.
supposed to.
Women
Why
don't
is he
have
better
it.
that?
So if a man ain't got it, if a man ain't got that, you know too. If a man ain't got the Adam's apple, then could we say that that's a feminine
Nah.
man? Then
I don't believe women don't have an Adam's apple
They
either.
don't.
I don't believe that.
They
They don't
She said
Google
she
it,
got
man.
one.
That's not true.
She's right,
It's
man.
not true. Everyone's
right.
got it.
No,
It's-
not everyone.
In men, in some men,
She's
it's
right.
extra pronounced.
No.
In Maverick, you can see it there. Yeah,
I believe you're right.
In him, you can see it. In me, you can't see it.
No, because you've got a fat neck, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's true though, but at the same time, men don't always have to have. Because you know, like your teacher, your English teacher or whatever. Like I don't know. Certain white guys, I think they got
extra pronounced.
extra
it's
pronounced, right?
yeah.
But I can feel it though.
Because it's like
if
a
I-
feature.
When I touch
Yeah, you can
women's
feel it.
throats, I've never touched a woman, any of my
Yeah.
Touching
women
women's
I've
throat.
done.
Nah.
Yeah, touching women's. Careful.
Look,
Yeah.
Get permission.
Look, I've never touched a woman's throat without their permission.
Yeah, yeah.
And anytime I have touched a throat with permission, I've never felt an Adam's apple on a woman. I've never felt
Because
it.
we don't have it.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I just gently?
Touch my throat.
I've never
It's
felt
not
one. I'm
there.
being honest.
No.
Trump.
There's nothing
away,
there.
kids.
This segment is called Trump.
Look away,
There's
kids.
nothing there.
There's nothing there, bro.
Nothing there.
But there is something. Look, this.
No,
what-
there's
what's-
nothing there.
That's
Sorry,
her
sorry,
throat.
There's nothing
What is
there.
that?
That's her
What is
throat.
that?
Feel it. There's
No, it's
nothing
not the
there.
same.
There's nothing there.
It's not the same. That's why they don't
Look,
get that
this
base.
side. Look, I'm not even lying.
Oh my
There's generally no.
Let me feel your throat.
Can you Google it, please?
Yeah, Google it. Google it. Now we got to get down to the bottom.
Yeah,
of this.
Google it.
Yeah.
Google it.
Google that,
Can
bro.
you Google it?
Women don't have one.
No.
They don't.
Do women have Adam's
I
apples?
don't think they do.
I beg to differ.
Nah, they
Not
got-
to say that
You
I've
know what? They got Eve's plum. They got Eve's plum.
Eve's plumbing. Do women have Adam's apples?
Got a peach. That's it.
You know that like Eve's peach.
Because
They call it Eve's
I want to
peach.
understand what is that on Sierra's throat. Yeah,
They
even
do have
yeah.
it.
Women have Adam's apples.
Oh,
I rest
do
my
not
case,
believe
cuz.
that.
So
That's
what's-
a
I don't
myth.
believe that
Tend
for a
to be
minute.
more prominent in males.
Yeah.
That's
So-
all it
so
is.
what-
It's
Makes
just a
sense,
tendency.
makes sense, makes
It's,
sense.
you get me? Because I know some men have got it, some men ain't. Like just looking at us.
Yeah, you can't really see yours.
All right, you've already said your bit, bro. Right? Don't try go in. Stick
I'm
another
just
boot
saying
in.
though. When
I'm
he went
already
like
down.
That, when he went like that,
You know when
can't
you've
see
knocked
that,
man
innit?
out. You know when you've knocked man out, and they said, "Leave it, leave it,
All right.
leave it, tell."
I'll concede
It's not
it. I'll
worth it,
concede
tell.
it. I'll
And Tell's
concede
gone
it.
back for another kick.
I'm conceding.
Leave it, tell.
So the women don't have an Adam's apple. They do have an Adam's apple, sorry. Women do have an Adam's apple then, but are there other aspects of a woman that can be identified that if a man, you know, was kind of having...
Okay, here's another one.
Tits.
Here's another one.
Estrogen
There's supposed
or-
to be one to...
Tits.
No, but men have tits.
Yeah, moobs. They're not supposed to.
Whether they're supposed to or not, they do. So then that counts
I
as
feel
like what he's asking.
It comes from an unnatural lifestyle, though, doesn't it? It's not natural.
Yeah, unbalanced.
Or unbalanced
I've got
hormones.
one.
Based on the optimum of what you think is an optimum male.
Nah, do you know what? We messed up. Because men's nipples and women's nipples are different. Remember, women got them big nipples, you know, and they got the big
Not
bullets
all
on
of
the
them.
front.
Not all of them.
Not all of them,
Areola,
but they got them big. They got them big thing, the big circle, yeah. So men don't have
He's
that
a breast
big,
man.
Men
He's a
don't have
breast
that
man.
big circle, cuz.
What?
Yeah, but
Men don't
that's
have
because the
big
baby
circles.
needs
Some
to
men
see.
do.
No,
What?
it's
Some men
Yeah, some
do.
men do. Yeah.
Alright, those
Unfortunately,
men
especially
there.
when the moob juice and the moob flesh has expanded the situation.
yeah.
Man, I got breasts, cuz. There's man out
Right.
there with breasts. They're not actually breasts.
But they're breasts.
Yeah, they're not mammary glands. They are pectorials and you know what I mean?
and fat
And
accumulation
fat.
of
Right,
fat.
you know what I mean? There's the difference because women have got glands that come. It's not just a fat. It's not just fat. It's actually glands.
So if a
For
man's
women.
got the glands, does that make him a woman then?
It sure looks like
Yeah, but
one.
is it possible?
I
don't
think
know.
a man can develop the glands just through hormones.
With the hormones
Yeah,
that
just
they
through
give them to
hormones, I think you
transition.
can develop, and even if
But
you're
that takes
born
a
with hormones,
lot of hormones.
some men have just got it in their system. We got to be real. There's a sliding scale of what hormones, who's got what.
But this
Hairy
is what I'm
women,
saying. When the woman's
men with no
pregnant,
hair,
you
men
start
that can't
off-
grow facial hair, women with big
This
beards.
is what I said. When the woman's pregnant,
You see what I'm saying?
you start
Hench
off
women,
as
Yeah.
you
Hench
start
women,
off as the female,
puny
bro. And
little
break
fucking-
away.
So do you think some of these
Boyish men.
women with beards then might have, you know,
of course, a lot of them have got
male
PCS, PCOS.
PCOS.
Get me?
Yeah, but what's that from?
Polycystic ovary syndrome.
What's that from?
Poor diet, maybe, and poor lifestyle.
And can be
Can
reversed.
be
red meat.
reversed. I agree that.
Can be reversed.
But, you know,
Eating red meat alone.
Everyone's got a cistrin. Everyone's got a
Is it
cistrin.
eating red meat or
Yeah,
eating
yeah.
something
Everyone's got a
else?
cistrin with a
Red
whisker.
meat, bro.
Everyone's got a cistrin with a whisker, whether you know it or not.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
yeah.
a cistrin, you know.
Yeah, and
She
yo,
gets rid of the
yo,
whisker.
let me tell you something.
Big up the whisker gang.
Out of 9 out of 10 girls have got whiskers. And
Yeah,
they have
gal
to
them
do
got
things.
whiskers.
Why are you saying whiskers?
Wow.
Nah, they got
It's
whiskers,
true, bro.
man.
It's
Whiskers
tough.
there.
Where
It's
is
tough
this
on the
going?
side, man. You can feel it on the side, bro. Like it prick you, family.
Some gal have got whiskers.
Whiskers, man.
Whiskers,
whisker.
bro, on the
I
side,
want
down
whisker.
here, just here, like
Let's not
here.
even talk about the aunties.
It's down to hormones.
Let's not talk about aunties and grannies. Everyone's granny.
Well, you expect
We've
it
got-
with granny, but
Yeah,
you don't
yeah, well,
expect it with
Some
sisters,
gal have
bro.
whiskers, and it's a side effect of this polycystic
PCOS.
ovary syndrome. Is what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's all the junk
Yeah,
they're
so I don't
eating.
know-
That's where it's coming from.
I don't know what is creating that.
It's the junk that they're taking in, man. That's what's giving them that.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. It's the foolish food. That
clean
they're
your
eating.
diet, and then you should maybe. What do you think can reverse that?
The carnivore diet. Seen
No,
it many
I
times.
don't believe
Seen it
so.
many times. Yeah.
Carnivore
believe
diet,
so.
man.
True, it's a true story.
I think you're
Story.
gonna turn. Make sure that you keep his socials and that. I think we're gonna turn Greenie into a believer
Of doing what?
of the carnivore diet.
Nah, boss.
Why not? Because what you have to do, bring up your objections, and she'll battle it with information. Cause I know you're a man that takes on information. You're not ignorant.
Listen,
You're not ignorant. So
I can't see myself. And I tell you, I went through turmoil in not eating my lamb, bro.
yeah.
Especially my
And it
roast
was all for nothing.
lamb. You know my roast lamb chops, bro. When you put your black pepper and
Man.
Are you actually making
mad
me
and your
hungry
herbs
now?
and these things, family. I missed
You
making
do
me
it.
you put
Need
herbs
some
in
lamb.
your food?
No.
No seasoning.
Salt. Just
Ah,
salt.
see?
Right, dinner. When Rachel invites you for dinner, I don't know.
Do you know what's so funny?
I don't know what to expect.
Do you know what's so funny? I invited my friend round and he was like, I can't eat chicken like that. Tried it. I had to give him my portion. He was like, this is actually really good. And he now tells me that he cooks the same way because he loves
Okay,
it.
let's do a quick one round the room, yeah? 'Cause I know you cook. Oh, do you cook?
Not anymore.
Nah, you don't cook. The gal, big up Mrs. Shiffa, sport him.
I used to
He's
cook.
retired from the kitchen now.
He knows how to cook. Put
Yeah, I
it
know
that
how
way.
to cook.
So this question's not gonna work. I was gonna ask you for your come dine with me meal.
Come dine with me.
Okay, yeah, I know what
Starter, main, dessert.
I can give you-
Here we go. He's ready. He's ready.
Your roast salmon.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you your roast
Look
chicken.
how he went to
all
fish
of
first.
Bro, yo, there's not. Listen, man. See, Christmas, innit? When I have my daughter or whatever, I used to have to cook a whole Christmas meal. You know, you're talking the leg of lamb. You know, the whole.
And you
big
didn't eat
thing.
it?
No, I was eating meat at that
Oh,
time.
okay.
Roast chicken, roast potatoes, rice and peas.
Okay.
The salad, all of that. Them
So is that what you would make today for your come dine with me meal?
Well, I'll show off a little bit. I'll probably do the roast salmon. I do a bad salmon.
Yeah.
With my little trinkets on the side. You get me? I make a little wine juice that goes with the wine. You see me? Yeah, man. We know what to do with thing.
Roast salmon. What was the starter?
What start? That is the start.
Okay, what's the main then?
The main, I might do a little roast. I do a bad roast chicken, you know.
Roast chicken, yeah. Okay. Roast chicken.
Yeah, my thing different.
Potatoes. Sprouts.
The trimmings. Well, yeah, sprouts. I like sprouts.
No, why did I say sprouts?
No, but I like
because you
sprouts,
mentioned Christmas.
I like sprouts. Sprouts is alright.
Okay, and then dessert.
That would just be a standard ice cream, I guess. With a hot apple pie.
Apple pie. With a apple
Yeah, like a
pie.
apple pie.
Alright, Shiffa, what we doing for come dine with me?
For come down with me, what for starters? I'm probably like chicken wings, that type of entertainment. You know, with some really nice.
But you're making it
barbecue.
yourself, though.
Yeah, get some really nice sauce to season them with before they go in. The
That's a
oven.
really nice sauce.
Yeah.
What
that's it
what the hell is
Some
that?
really nice
Is that
sauce,
the name
man.
of the company?
Now we get some really nice sauce.
What?
man.
Which is what?
Well, we got barbecue. You can have some sweet chili wings. We can do all sorts of flavor. We can do some different flavor wings, assorted flavors.
Okay.
Maybe some salt and pepper wings in there. You know, like the Chinese people do.
Yeah.
And then for the main, we're gonna go for more than likely. I'd probably go for pasta. I think I'm good at doing pasta, so we're gonna go for a pasta, like some tagliatelle or something. Not too much of it.
Was that creamy somethings?
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, but what's
necessarily,
going with that,
not
though?
necessarily.
Yeah. What is it? Huh?
Not necessarily. It's just
Tagliatelli's got to be creamy, cuz, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got sauce. It's creamy sauce in
Yeah,
it.
but what's going with that? What's
yeah.
going with that, though?
Yeah.
It can't be just that
put
by
some,
itself.
Put some chicken with that.
Chicken,
The wings
tagliatelle.
or something else?
No, actual piece of chicken, like
Breast.
a nice breast to sit on the side of that, because we're man, then we like to eat food.
Tagliatelle. I think you lost, guys.
Yeah, man.
Tagliatelle, chicken breast. I don't know,
Yeah,
guys.
no, but you know what? In saying that though,
I think
is
you like
is you can't keep eating spice and all
Yeah.
that. You gotta have some bland stuff.
And then for dessert, we're just gonna have like just standard, like like old school cake and custard, mate. Cake and
Yeah,
custard.
cake.
Apple crumble.
Yeah,
Mad,
we're both doing apple
mad. The
crumble.
apple crumble's
Apple
mad.
crumble, mate.
Rach, we've been waiting for this. Come on, come down with me.
Oh, come on, give us something else. Give us something else. At least have the meat
Oi,
cooked.
lads, loosen your belts.
look.
Yeah.
Meat.
And more
ready,
meat.
yeah?
Yeah,
For
go on,
dessert.
then.
So for starter, I'd have camembert with different types of
That's
meat.
cheese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Camembert.
So
Hot in
that's
the oven.
dairy. Okay.
Different types of meat that you can dip into it.
Okay.
Dip the
Yeah,
meat.
because you dip.
Into
you
the
normally
cheese.
dip.
Oh, is
dip
camembert like creamy
So
or
it's,
something?
it's
wasn't it?
meat and cheese.
Yeah.
Meat sticks.
Wait, is the cheese melted or something?
Yeah.
So it's like a
It's got like a skin along the top that you cut. You put it in the oven,
yeah.
and then it comes out really good.
It comes out
Soft and all
soft,
that.
right?
Like
Saucy.
Yeah, saucy.
Saucy,
So you
and then
dip
you dip.
the meat sticks.
I like a cheese sauce.
So
I like blue cheese and all that.
You normally dip bread or something. Not other
Is that the
people.
starter? That's the starter.
That's a store.
that's
Are you
the
eating
main-
that?
I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'll try it. If I
I'm
don't
alright with
like it,
that.
you know, but I'll try it.
So the main, I'd probably. He'd eat it. Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would. He'd eat it. He'd eat it.
Hey, just give
Yeah,
me the breadsticks here.
Yeah.
The breadsticks,
Man was
bro.
No
Hey, this is Greenie,
breadsticks. No breadsticks at my table. He would.
He's
He would.
offended.
Do you know how many people I convert? They come round, they're like,
Hey,
actually,
Greenie, your jokes. Man.
Actually.
He would, innit? You'd convert
Yeah.
him.
I don't know if I'd want
He's one of the man
oxtail
that say he
or.
won't yam it.
That's a lie. I ain't having it.
Yeah. I'm
He
not
would.
yamming it.
He
I'm
would.
not yamming it. And
Yeah.
then
It's gone.
That's him. He's talking about himself.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really good.
Nose
It's
deep.
really good.
You're talking
Nose
about
deep.
yourself.
I'm not yamming it. I'm not yamming it. No.
talking about
I said I'd yam it. You said I'm not yamming it.
I ain't at none of these things.
I need the toilet again. You know?
He just heard cheese and now he needs to go toilet.
Yeah, this is too much.
Yeah.
Like he's actually holding his.
All right, so
So I
what's...
think for the main, I'd probably do like a big leg of lamb, shoulder of lamb.
I used to love that when I eat it.
Leg of lamb.
Get it real
shoulder of lamb.
cooked really nice.
Nice.
And that's
yeah.
just lamb on
Okay.
its
And
own.
then
What
shred
we-
it up in a bowl.
Whoa.
Mad.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're shredding up unseasoned lamb in a bowl.
You don't really
There you
need
go.
to season a leg of lamb that much, you know. Black
No, you
pepper,
I don't even
I
do
used
the
to put
black
my
pepper.
little
I just
tomato
do
ketchup on it,
It's
Salt,
just salt.
onion,
salt, and then I
fling
get
it in.
chunks
No
of
onion.
butter.
All them things you mentioned, none of that.
Butter on top. Don't knock it till you try
No,
it.
go ahead. Butter.
So then butter on top. Butter on salted lamb is amazing. It's to die for.
Never had that.
And dessert?
Dessert, you can't. So there's some people out there that do recipes,
Pepperami.
yeah, and they make like cheesecake and things with carnivore.
And you know what?
things.
When I used to hear about
What?
cheesecake, I used to think it was made out of cheese, you know.
It is.
It's cream cheese.
There's cheese in
No, but
there.
it's
bum
sweet and
buckler.
all of that.
There's
Strawberry
cheese-
and all of
I
that.
only found out there's cheese in cheesecake.
Yeah,
I felt
it's
like an
cream
idiot. Like, what do you mean there's
Cream
cheese in
cheese.
Just like
there's
the-
cheese in cheesecake? They're using Philadelphia and these things. That's what they call it, huh? Innit?
Just like there's salt in
Oh.
ice cream and shit like that.
Salted caramel and salted caramel
Yeah,
ice cream.
right.
Banging. But hold on, though. But you've missed the fact she's made a whole cheesecake out of meat.
Not out of meat. Not out
What?
of meat.
Out of what?
It's out of cream cheese.
And meat.
Cream cheese, egg yolks.
Okay, I've got you.
So what is it? What's the flavour?
Just no flavour.
So you can put in it like some cream. Some people add in honey.
Beef.
Honey?
Some people add in honey. Some people add in like the stevia, which is obviously a plant, but that's a sweetener that is meant to be safe.
Okay.
You're not hungry. He's holding his belly with two hands now. He's like, yo, he's not hungry. Greenie's not hungry. He's like, nah.
I'm gonna be
I'm
honest
alright.
here.
You're right, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
I can
alright.
picture myself eating the meat diet, and my doo-doo is gonna be solid like bullets, like just like
Constipation.
it's not gonna be like that.
It's barely. Like, it's very rare for anyone to be constipated, and if they are, it's because they're not eating enough fat.
Okay.
And she barely poos.
So yeah, some people think they're constipated when they start because they're like, oh, I've only had like one, I've been to the toilet once every 2 days or something. But it's just because you've got less waste. You don't need to go to the toilet. It's not constipation. There's no symptoms. It's just reduced
So
bowel
you're saying your
movements.
body's using up all of the meat and
Yeah.
not leaving.
So what I was
anything
saying
left
about
over.
my friend earlier with the bag that he's got, he does the tests, and the vegetables come out intact, untouched, complete in the proper. The way they went in, they come out exactly the same. Meat always comes out as like a liquid and never undigested.
My bad. Sorry. Pick someone out of these two. Pick somebody.
So
Can I
what,
go
to
toilet
die?
before we do that?
Huh?
Can I go
To
toilet
do what?
quickly?
To do
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. He needs to go
do
I
toilet.
need to go badly.
Right.
So.
Man, them if you train
all
their
that
bladder.
juice.
Do you remember where the toilet is?
I remember.
I don't know if you can go to that same one. There's one just out there to the right. I'll let Maverick show
To
you.
do what?
You've got to pick her. Okay, cool. Yeah.
To do what, bro?
Draw her.
Draw hat.
Yeah. In any way you want.
Oh, you're
Every
really-
guest has come.
I'm
I
not.
get my guests to draw each other.
I'm
Oh,
not
I
an
can't draw
artist.
someone.
You
though.
don't have to be.
I can't draw someone.
You don't have to be.
I'm not an artist.
You don't have to. You don't have to be.
How am I
You don't have to be an
supposed
artist,
how am I
bro.
supposed to do this?
Huh?
You're really unfair, bro.
Yeah, man. We got to switch it up, do different
Should I
things.
pose?
You're really unfair, bro.
Yeah. Some of the pictures have been good. Some of them have been jokes. It is what it is. But we're doing a little collection, and at the end of the season,
Mine's gonna be a joke.
yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah, no problem, man. There's actually no problem. But yeah, this thing with the whole meat and this and that, it keeps creeping back because I think people are, every time you mention it, people are so intrigued, innit? They're like, what? Just meat?
Yeah.
Only meat?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's a bit.
You know what I
much.
mean?
But what I get is the vegans come and they try and attack me, and they're like, "Oh, she looks healthy."
Yeah. You're
But
battle
you do-
ready.
But you do
But-
look.
You're battle
but-
ready still.
But
You do look healthy.
She's ready
All
for the
that.
battle still. She's not even.
yeah.
This is what I understand. I got the drift from our last conversation that there's a lot more information that you are privy to that we never got a chance to explore. So this is why I thought it'd be a good idea for us to get into it. Ideally, I know a vegan Nazi. Do you know what I mean?
Vegan Nazi.
Yeah, vegan Nazi, whatever you want to call him. He is so extreme on meat, on vegetables and plant life stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's not actually meat; it's the opposite. He's so extreme on vegetables and the plant life and that it would have been a nice mixture. But we would have been just talking about food the whole rascal time. We can't just talk about food.
No. Vegans of that standard don't really talk.
Oh no, he would.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
He'd be on it, and I don't know how we'd combat
I hope you're
this.
watching.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna watch. I'm
Find
gonna
me
send it to
at
you.
carnivore.fitness.
Find her.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram's the main one.
Or let me know when you're ready to jump on, and we can do this.
Yeah,
do you know what I
we do
mean?
it.
We
We
could
can
do
do
this.
it.
We could.
What's
would
his
you
name?
be interested?
What's his name?
Big up Tizza. Yeah.
Tizza. Never heard of Tizza.
TZA. Like I'll show you him. I'll show you his socials. He's definitely like a vegan ambassador, and so many people that I know that are plant based know who he is. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, he's my brother still. Would you be interested in a
I don't shy away from debates.
food based debate? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm down.
Just for the future. So apart from eating meat, what else are you into? So you do fitness. How serious are you in? Is this fitness just to go with your carnivore diet, or are you actually
You
into
need
fitness?
to.
Yeah, it's what she needs to.
No, it's not like that at all. Actually, no. So I used to I grew up with a father who was a bodybuilder, and so all my weekend, because obviously he was in a separate household.
Okay. Big up, daddy.
All my weekends were spent in a gym, at competitions. I mean, because he used to do competitions, and I liked that life. And he obviously wanted us to be healthy and fit, so he used to get us to train and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've always trained, but during the nonsense when all the gyms locked down, my attention diverted, and I was helping people that were kind of left behind with the whole nonsense. So for 3 years maybe, I didn't really train.
Yeah, you
recent
kind of
years.
just fell off the gym.
Yeah, just because I was doing other stuff. I was getting leaflets made. I was protesting. I was
Okay.
helping
Active.
people
That's
locally.
There's some activism there.
That's the best I could do.
Wanna see it?
Wait, why are you troubling my shit? What are you writing on there? I did that.
That was the biggest. That was the quickest poo, man.
I did that in. I did
It's
that
alright,
in.
man. It's alright. Pick someone to draw.
Seriously. Okay.
And don't pick me because of my glasses.
I'm not even gonna draw. Like this is.
Oh
Gonna
no!
be,
Yeah, just try your best, man. You never know. Surprise yourself. Feel free.
All this talk about foods made me hungry, you know.
Again,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what
Do you know what
when you
there
came.
is?
What?
I know.
What is
I
that
know.
shopping centre?
I'm one of them ones, you know.
Westfield.
Westfield.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got a flat iron there.
A flat iron.
Yeah,
So that's where you get flat iron steaks.
it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Everything they cook is in tallow.
In tallow or in the okay, and they just flat iron it. And what's so good about it?
You can get Wagyu. Flat iron is
I don't
type
think
of
I've had.
steak. So
No.
good.
I
So
think I
good.
have had Wagyu, but I just don't remember what it was till after someone said, "Oh, that was the Wagyu thing." I'm sure I've had it once, but I didn't really analyze it.
Do you know what I think would sway me in the argument of meat versus vegetables? If I could find out who is the longest living person on planet Earth ever, and
Yeah,
know
they're about
exactly
they're
what
about
they eat.
300 years old or something. They're Japanese or Chinese.
300.
120 is the cap. Everyone
Nah,
else is
man.
like
There's a
300.
black. There's
We're
a
meant
Jamaican
to
woman here.
live
She's
till
about
it's
140.
120 is the cap.
And she doesn't eat nothing. She don't eat
no one-
meat.
Wait,
no-
are you
there's
talking
no one
about there's a
140.
video going around of a woman, and she says she's this age
Lying,
and she's
she's lying.
talking.
I need to see it. In
But
the-
she-
I need to
She
see the
counts her
papers.
age in moon years, which is something like
28
every
years.
year is
I don't
7
know
years.
if it's the same
Yeah.
person.
Something like that.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
the same, but this person, she's got her grandkids, her great
She's a liar.
grandkids around her.
She's a liar.
All
She's
of that.
Not
Nah, man,
140.
she's in the actual. She's got her own shop where all her bushes and all
Oh,
the
you
stuff.
can buy. You can buy stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There we go.
Yeah,
Liars.
but she's got a whole family.
She's selling. They're all liars.
If you've got if you've got your daughter, your daughter's children, and your daughter's children's children around you, you must be of age.
I tell you what I got in the back of my mind for some reason, yeah? I don't know if it's just something I've just read somewhere or if I'm making it up. But I believe that one of the oldest people to ever live is an Italian man and they eat fish. So if people live longer eating fish, would that
it depends on where the fish is coming from.
Where the fish is, the quality of the fish.
Scientifically, there's too many confounders to say this diet contributed to them living that long. Did they smoke? Did they drink? Did they were they stressed?
What was their air quality like?
Did they have how many children? Were they drinking tap water? There's too many. They call it confounders in science.
Yeah.
There's too many. You can't just
say oh, this
A
is just the food.
equals B, whatever.
It's not a sterile test.
There's too many things in between those
factors.
letters.
Did they have a mobile phone? Did they
So, for
work
instance,
9 to 5 or relax? Were they in the city or the countryside? You know what I mean? Sun
exactly. But
sun
there's
or
studies
cold.
out there that say red meat causes cancer, right?
You're right.
You look at those studies and they are epidemiology. Epidemiology is survey based. So basically what they do is every 2 years they will post you out a survey and say how many cups of greens you had, how many cups of this. Tell me anyone that will remember that, for one. For two, they class a pepperoni pizza as red meat. It's the smallest ingredient on that meal, in that meal. And the other thing is they do not take into account, most of them do not take into account healthy user bias. Healthy user bias is, we've been told for many years now.
She done her fucking research.
Yeah. Wait.
Hey.
No.
She fucking knows about this meeting. I'm not done.
Let me tell you. Let me explain.
I'm hearing words, but I want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. It was an ad-lib. Sorry, I won't cut you off. It's an ad-lib.
Healthy user bias is, for years we've been told red meat is killing us, red meat is killing us, red meat is killing us. So the few people that are left, the majority of the people eating red meat, basically they drink alcohol. They're not eating red meat to be healthy. They're eating red meat because they like it. Yeah? So they're doing a lot of other habits that contribute to their health. Yeah. So then you've got these vegans that jump on, or other kind of
I can see why you could see
lifestyles.
like that.
But let me get to the rest of the point about healthy user bias. You've got these vegans and they go vegan, but they change a lot of other things, like they take junk out, they stop going to fast food restaurants, they start going to the gym, they start being more mindful about water and all these other things that create a healthy person. They're mindful of those things. So yes, eventually being vegan is lacking essential nutrients that we actually need. So eventually it will catch up with everyone that is vegan. But in the meantime, they can have an initial stage where they feel healthier because they've got out the junk.
I don't know about
So you're not comparing apples to apples
because
you've got one group
there's some
that are doing lots of things bad.
Is it Muslims or Indians? They don't even eat meat, right?
India has the highest rate of vegetarians, and they also have the highest rate of diabetes in the whole world.
Is it Hindus? I would say probably more Hindus. The Muslims definitely eat meat.
Yeah, they
Hindus
do.
don't eat cow.
Yeah, it's just beef.
They're not necessarily vegetarian. Sikhs are not necessarily
I'm sure there's one of them
vegetarian.
that
So I
don't
don't
eat
know.
meat, man.
Yeah, like Jainism and that, but you're going into a deeper ism within the thing. You get me? The Jainisms, they don't. I don't know. Buddhists don't eat meat.
Do you know what
This
I
here,
mean?
do you know what this is? A steak.
It's mad because he looks like Spider-Man.
I kind of agree with what
I
she's
know
saying.
she's
in
drawing
the
you,
sense of
I just
there's
know
not
it's
enough-
you she's drawing.
But I agree with her in the sense of there's not enough solid research in these areas, and even when it comes to things like research, science, and stuff.
I think the research is turning up now.
You see, for instance, now, if you said to me, my granddad was 150 years old when he died,
It's the
and you
best.
could show me his documents of when he was born and when he died, so I could see those 150 years, and he's the oldest man who ever lived, like I would assume, like she said, some of his lifestyle would contribute to that, but I still would probably think to myself that you know, his diet was clearly better than the rest of you, isn't it? Because he lasted longer. That's just my interpretation.
There's a lot of centenarians that have been interviewed, and you can get their videos, and they basically say, you know, like, what food is your favourite? And they usually say bacon and eggs. Most of them say bacon and eggs. I
remember when I used to eat all of that, I was totally ignorant. I didn't care what you wanted to say. Give me my bacon and eggs, mate.
Damn right.
But I swear, once I stopped it, I actually felt the difference within everything, mind,
Do you know what?
body,
I'd really
soul.
be intrigued if you could jump on what I'm doing and see that it wasn't the meat, but actually was the rest of the junk that you've got.
I'd be walking around like I've spent half of my life in Zimbabwe. I'd be skinny, but just with a belly.
You know what happens when people jump onto the carnivore diet?
Big up the Zimbabweans. Send all your
No,
complaints
no,
to
this was
Greenie.com.
Yeah, diss.
I wasn't dissing them, you know. We grew up as anyway, let's not even. I'll put down the shovel from now.
Put the gun down.
Yeah, I'll put it down from now,
We
mate.
grew up calling you lot boo-boos.
Alright, nah, that shit.
I never did that. I just saw We Are the World, and you know,
We Are the
I kept
World.
seeing this advert. Can you send this, that,
Nah,
the
I
other?
went to Zimbabwe. Big up the Ethiopians twice. You get me? Mrs. Sarah, Axum.
We got everyone, man.
We
Everyone,
got
man.
this,
Come on.
we are the world, we are the future. You get me?
That was my question. So as far as being just solely meat diet, does that involve eating fish?
It can do.
Okay, so do you
So
eat
I
a lot of
believe
fish
that
or no?
people should eat intuitively, and I don't crave. I used to love salmon, but since eating mainly red meat, I don't crave it anymore. So I don't force myself to eat it.
So you don't believe, you know, like there was this thing about you have to eat a certain amount of oily fish and you need your omega-3s for your bones.
You
and-
get that
and
from
shit.
meat. You get that from meat.
You can get that from whole nuts and all sorts. Bro.
Nuts.
Yeah, I know.
but
Even
you
when he
can.
said it, he thought, rah. Hold on, what?
Why is this guy always on that?
No, I'm not, but he
What's
laughed.
wrong with him, bro?
Hold on,
yeah,
no,
but
Greenie,
he's your
no.
brethren, bro.
No,
You've
but he
done-
laughed.
you've
He
done
laughed
lives
more, though.
before.
Oh, my
You've done
God.
lives before
He
with
just know
him,
you're talking
so he
about.
knows exactly
I know
where
what
you're
you're talking
coming
about. I
from. It took me a minute.
Hold up. Anyway, go on.
You're a joker. It took me a minute.
Anyway, so you can get your
You
omega-3s.
get omega-3, omega-6 in beef as well.
Okay.
It's there.
But is it as prevalent as you would find in, say, eating fish, oily fish?
Yeah.
Okay. And
That's why there's an argument saying, you know, they say, oh, the cholesterol in meat is bad and this, that and the other. And then they say, but go and eat oily fish. Well, they both got cholesterol in. They both got the same, obviously it's different nutrients. But
Yeah, but some's good for
they're
you
both
and
high
some's
fat.
bad for you. Do you know what I mean? You got some
yeah,
good fats
vegetable
and some bad
fat's
fats.
bad, animal fat's good, is what's good and what's bad. And I mean, if you look into...
Vegetable fat, yeah, some of it is...
No,
bad
all of
for
it.
you.
All of it.
Corn
Like,
syrup and stuff like that.
well, it's rapeseed
vegetable
oil,
oil and
it's
all that.
sunflower.
Just from the name, it's bad.
I know, I was
Great
thinking that.
oil ain't bad.
I was
No,
thinking
it's
that.
very
Great
extremely
That's what
bad.
the name is.
Extremely. Look into it.
No,
It was actually engine lubricant in the beginning.
Grapeseed oil. Grape.
It's not great.
Rapeseed oil.
There's no G.
So what is it?
Rapeseed oil.
What'd you say?
How many
I'm
times?
just saying, innit? Why are you betting that? Yeah, me now want that in a big plate. Take that way. Yeah.
I won't even.
I tried.
No thanks. But I agree.
We stopped
What
recording
type
now.
of seed?
Yeah,
Which,
He's done. He's out.
which type of seed?
you really mean that? Someone went out of their way to name that. Mad. I don't know what they're dealing with.
Yo.
Okay, Shiffa, that's my quick doodle.
So, as far as the
Let me see.
We're gonna get to that.
Oh, you showing him at the end.
Yeah.
Oh no.
as far as the
Fixed it.
the when you say eating meat now,
I guess you're left
Yeah.
with joy in me, brother.
makes you feel more. What does it do for you more than what vegetables is, or having just a mixed balanced diet was doing?
It's a different energy source. So basically, when you're eating just meat, you're running off ketones and fat. when you're eating a lot of vegetables, you know, every carb you eat turns into sugar inside when you're digesting it. So you're actually running off glucose.
And
Two different completely different energy sources. And when you're running off fat, actually, it's better for your brain. It's better for everything. There's something. So we do need a certain amount of sugar to run. Our brains need a certain amount of sugar, and our bodies make it through a process called gluconeogenesis. So if you're eating lots of sugar, you make too much sugar. You've got excess.
I can't believe Rachel's a boffin. How did she become a?
No,
she's actually a
she ain't
boffin.
talking shit. Yeah,
No, she's not talking shit.
I'm listening.
She's a boffin. She studied this.
Boffin.
No,
Have you got a boyfriend?
I'm listening.
I'm currently single.
This is why, because she studied meat too much. She got no man.
No, I did have a. No, I don't even need to go into
You did
that.
have a man.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
You
want to talk about meat more? Lava.
I
He
was
wanted pasta and she wanted.
So what happened to him
Hot
was I was like, obviously the traditional woman, and then COVID happened,
You couldn't have been.
and then I kept. Why couldn't I be?
No.
Because he was giving him steak and he wanted a balanced diet.
Why are you lying,
did-
man?
it
Just,
didn't.
we don't
He
even
wanted-
get me. Sometimes,
No,
man,
no.
leave the veg on the side and that. I don't even know why you're lying, cuz.
He was the one
Yeah,
that
you used to
he
get
was
forced to
no,
eat the
no.
greens.
Yeah.
Greenie.
Yeah.
So like, no, he was on the diet because he wanted to be on the diet. But
Yeah.
anyway, COVID happened. I was out the house a lot doing protests and that, and I wasn't.
You neglected your man.
Yeah.
For what? To tell people that.
Eating
Ju-
meat.
ju-
is
No.
the way
She
forward.
weren't. She was campaigning on the virus thing. Let's just call
Okay.
it the virus thing.
Okay.
Because the algorithm. You know what I mean? So, because you were so focused on the virus.
Yeah, but I was helping. Obviously, I'd go with my friend. One of my friends, he's a
That
rapper,
friend
and he
thing there.
had
You
this
go with a
song.
man. Bro, why are women like this, cuz?
And it's their
You
friend.
can't get this past
You
me,
get
you
it.
know.
Their friend, he's still my friend. He's still
shit.
one of my
But
closest
now you're
friends.
manless.
Look at the
But now
smile.
you're-
Got a wife.
but now you're
No.
manless.
No.
I look at the smile
no.
when she said closest
No.
friend. That
I
was.
saw it.
Did you
no.
see it? Oh my god.
Because I knew what
That
you're
was
thinking.
mad.
I knew what
I
you're
saw it.
thinking.
She was like, I can't
I
even
saw
replicate it.
I saw
No.
it.
No, look, say closest friend again. Oh my
Because I
god.
knew your reaction. That's why.
I give you one more chance.
Anyway,
I give you one more chance.
He
Say
has a
closest
wife.
friend.
He has a wife. He has an amazing
okay.
wife.
Right, big
Let's
up the
not
wife.
draw that because she might see this.
Big up the wife.
No, that's fine. I hope she does see it. It's
Yeah, I
fine.
hope she does. Yeah,
Yeah,
big
it's
her
fine.
up, bro.
It's fine. No,
let
there
it through.
there is never and there would
Never.
never be anything like
He's
that
butters.
ever.
He's Butters, big him up. He's Butters. He's
So
Butters.
not only is he butters, she's manless.
Yeah, and she ain't got no
Nah,
man.
mate.
Best friends on what she's
And just
on.
eating meat.
Yeah, just.
What a life.
Listen, I don't have
Fair
to be
enough for me,
manless.
man.
I
Fair
am
enough for me, come
You
back.
choose to be. Obviously,
temporarily because
you're focused.
I haven't found someone that ticks the boxes.
No,
haven't-
you
I haven't
haven't
been
found
single
someone
that
that
long.
only eats meat.
Does he have to only eat meat now?
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
No.
No, I don't force my
can have his
way.
own
Yeah, yeah,
diet.
So who's cooking and he
I
has to
wouldn't
cook
date a
for
vegan.
himself?
I definitely wouldn't date a vegan. They're not emotionally
Why
stable.
That
he
is
say it?
racist.
He's not a vegan. Why is
By
he
the
looking at
way-
it like that?
That's
He didn't even say that. He's
That's
not
racist.
vegan. Like,
That's racist.
She looked like
That's
yeah.
discrimination,
Look,
bro.
look, look.
That's discrimination.
Big
We're
up the
all one
vegans.
here.
We're all the same. We all bleed the same. Well, you get it. Okay, so you focused on the virus.
Yeah.
Was he a good man?
He
you
must
fuck
have
up?
been because she's regretting it now.
I spat on
I
her.
don't regret
She didn't
it.
even see.
I
Don't-
didn't know. I regretted it at the time when it happened and the relationship broke down
Yeah.
because we were together like on and off since I was 14
Wow.
till 2 years ago.
Well,
so,
then you will feel that. You will feel that.
so yeah,
Was he a bit older than you?
2 years.
Bro, stop trying to make him look good.
But he
fam.
was basically, so I did that, which
Why is that?
then made him do something that he shouldn't have done, and then we
that's far too much.
split up.
He's straight.
He's a singer,
straight.
singing all over the world, and
He's a singer.
yeah. So
Is he a white singer?
no, he's mixed race.
Oh yeah. You like mixed race, man. You love a mixed race, man.
Oh no, I've only wait.
Why are you laughing?
Where are we going with
Why?
this?
No, I'm just
Where
saying.
are we going
I'm
with
just
this?
saying,
I've
Greenie,
only-
why
I've
do you
only-
laugh
no.
like that? Like, I don't even get it. Like what?
Because I want to know where we're going with this.
No, I'm just saying she likes a mixed race. But are you? You're not mixed race.
No, I'm not.
She
Yeah.
like the mixed heritage.
You could just
She
pass.
like it.
Why? Because my hair's curly. The man said I
No,
could pass
no.
his mixed race.
Yeah, but I haven't done the dating thing in big. I've always been in long-term relationships.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
done
yeah.
that little. I've had 3 relationships in my whole entire life. They have all been mixed race, but I'm not saying I'm not attracted to white guys or any other.
Yeah,
You know,
big up
it's
the white
just
guys.
that.
And the black guys.
And just guys.
And the mixed race guys.
Well, I don't know. She's never expressed any interest in the Asians.
And the Asians.
Yeah,
Any more Chinese?
No
Said big up
Chinese.
all
She didn't
guys.
mention. She tried to say all guys to be nice,
Filipinos.
but she's looking in the mixed race direction.
Yeah, definitely.
She's not
That's her
looking,
preference.
but that's what she's noticed 3 times. You get me? You know, in a big world of billions, she's noticed 3 mixed race guys. It's kind of
Have
like
they
a
all been
choice.
mixed race?
Don't know
All
why I
3
met
of them?
Maverick's over there skinning teeth. I don't know.
He could pass for mixed
good.
race.
I don't know why he's feeling good over there. Alright, cool, man. Cool. So,
Bro, you're really going on some Van Gogh thing.
are you
over
trying
there,
to?
boy?
Nah, don't let him rush you. Art is art. You get me? Art is art.
on a Van Gogh
I
thing,
definitely
bro.
need to grow
Mine's
my
the
beard
most
back. That's a
artistic.
lot of free face, like, with nothing going on, just face. You know, there's a lot of it on the side.
You know that, right?
No face.
Enough
Definitely
face.
need to get my beard
Neck,
back, man.
everything. But you
I don't know
have
why
neck.
Greenie's doing this. Anyway, so what? So you're open to any kind of dude?
So I think that attraction is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the first thing that catches your eye. But then, if they got good manners, are they unvaccinated? Are they?
Say that again. Say, no, rewind.
And this I like Rachel. Though. She's actually a G. She's actually a G.
Rewind, you
She be
said
dropping things that I rate.
good
I don't know
manners.
Good manners.
And what was the?
Do they treat
What was
their
the
mum
vaccination?
well?
You heard.
Unvaccinated.
All right.
Yeah. I definitely rate it. So he's ticking boxes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
boxes
my
are ticked.
God.
Box,
on, my
check,
God.
check. He's about to scream bingo in a minute. Bingo! House. Yeah, that's what they scream. House.
House.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
bingo. It's house. So, yeah,
There's a long list.
there's a long list.
Yeah.
What? You sound fussy. You sound picky, man. You sound picky. You're painting yourself into the corner.
Unvaccinated
so
is
you
a
can stay
real
single.
thing, though.
I
It's a real
respected
thing.
that
It's a
one.
real thing.
But she said there's a long list, brother. See, gal with long lists, they're looking for excuses to stay single.
No, I prefer
Wow,
being in a
that's
relationship.
Big talk. That's big.
I do prefer being in a relationship and having that man to look after and come home to.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe in female all that female empowerment nonsense.
So you're not necessarily a feminist.
Absolutely not. No,
Traditionalist. You got belief in God?
I don't know.
No.
Wasn't
But you
raised that
don't
way.
believe there's an entity.
Well,
Like,
she said she'd eat
bigger
people,
than us.
if you trap you.
Yeah, I'm getting Dracula
Man said,
vibes.
"Bro,
I'm getting
I told
Dracula
you,
vibes,
man.
bro.
That's gonna
I'm getting
I told you.
Dracula vibes, bro.
It's Transylvania. He's going like,
Yeah,
I'm getting Dracula vibes.
yeah. Well, I've got the dark hair and everything, haven't I?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
swear. I'm
Yeah,
getting
me.
Dracula vibes.
This is the Greek vibes. No, I'm Greek.
You're Greek, yeah?
Greek, Cypriot, and part Irish.
Big up, man.
Now,
Big
as I
up.
said,
you look like all of them.
You're doing well.
Definitely see that
whatever
Irish
you're
in you.
doing, but I can't get with your diet.
Oh, so you're knocking her back because of her diet.
Yeah, I can't get with that. I can't.
But
I
what
can't
if?
get with
Could
that.
you have a woman that just eats meat, bro? Is that an issue for you?
just eats meat?
Yeah, like how she lives.
Yeah, it will be
Why?
because I
straight
want
up.
us to be healthy.
So you're
And
less
I
tolerant than her.
I don't necessarily agree.
Am I
She
unhealthy?
knows herself in it. Everyone knows
Yeah,
their
yeah,
self, so they know how far they can go with certain things.
That's a good question, actually.
Big up.
Are you unhealthy?
But she doesn't look
Am I?
unhealthy.
Yeah, that is actually a good question. 'cause
I said
you
it from
asked
the beginning.
I want to ask, what is your health? What is the condition of your health?
Oh, perfect
truth.
condition. Yeah, no, the truth
How
is,
far can you run?
how far can I run? I don't like running.
Ugh.
I lift. I don't like running. I've never liked running. I can run if I need to, but I don't like it.
So if you really needed to, if you had to, how far?
So
can
say
you run?
so earlier I mentioned that when my car broke down, I got on the bike. This is from not exercise state because it was in lockdown, and I got on my bike and I'd done 20 miles, no problem.
20 miles on a bike.
on a push bike to get that, and took a backpack, filled it up
depends.
with
When
milk,
you're getting the
took
vibe,
it
you're
home.
gone, innit? That's
a
back.
long ride.
And,
Yeah,
I
So
rode
that's
past
40 miles.
every.
So you're
No,
quite
no,
fit
it's 20
then.
in total, 10 there, 10 back.
10.
Yeah,
So you're
so
quite fit then.
yeah, I'm fit.
Okay.
I'm fit. I go to the. I
I
started going
just
to the
don't
gym
know
again
how long it's
recently.
gonna last. Because remember, it's 5 years she's
5
been
years.
doing it.
We say it's gonna pop down from now.
5
you say
and a
in
half.
5 years' time she's looking like she's 80
Well,
and
let's
that.
come back 5 years time.
5
So
years time.
what happened in that 5 years? I had severe depression and anxiety. That resolved pretty quickly.
What
My
caused that?
skin,
You reckon the food caused that, or what caused that?
Yeah, well, no, there was a situation with someone within the family that caused that. Don't want to go into it, but that caused it initially. And then I was stuck in the coffee and cake cycle. And that made me really unhealthy, overweight.
You don't drink coffee now?
No,
You think coffee's really bad?
yeah.
What about the other things that say coffee's really good for you? The Ethiopians live forever. They drink bare coffee.
Well, it's funny you say that because what I was doing, I just Googled something, yeah?
If it's
Yeah.
back to what she said,
And
there's
it
different
says-
elements.
This is the diets of the world's oldest people, and
on.
it includes.
How old
I'll
are
tell
they?
you some of them. It's not telling me the age, but it just says that I could go into it deeper and probably try and find their ages. But one of them is called Marcelino Machino.
When you get a chance, send me that link. I might put it up on the screen for these lot at home to see what you're looking at.
Yeah, I just typed it in. It's just
Yeah, you got my. Just WhatsApp the link
Yeah.
to me.
So it
Well,
says
as I said,
Go on.
I
Wait,
don't-
hold on, really. He's
Yeah.
gonna go through what the.
it says
oldest people
Marcelino Machio Abad is a Peruvian man who eats fruits, lamb, meat, and chews coca leaves.
It's a cokehead.
coca leaves is good.
Is that cokehead? Cokehead. That.
Coca leaves is good.
I thought that was mad
They
as
live
well.
forever. Yeah, but they live forever. Before,
Coconut.
when I was researching them thing there, yeah, they said they lived on. They don't eat nothing but have rice, wine, and opium, coke.
But he's one
And
of the
they
oldest
live
people to ever
in
live.
hundreds of years, bro.
I
what's
don't know
your
why
next
you're
one?
saying hundreds like that.
Hundreds. It's not just
No,
100, you know.
Yeah, no.
We normal people live 100. I'm saying they live in hundreds,
I'm not
like
kidding, man.
200.
Let's get through these though.
All
'cause
their
there's-
people dying.
I think they're all different as well, which I found quite.
200 years. We can't take his
You Google
yeah.
it.
No, we're actually meant to live minimum of 120 though.
Yeah.
I like
No,
our
they said
lifestyle.
80.
Our lifestyle.
120 is cap.
They said 80. Remember, they said
gonna
normal
Google that one.
lifespan was
I'm
That's
80.
by the
that
length
one.
of our
Our
telomeres.
cap is 120 years.
I'm gonna Google that
Tell you
one.
that
next.
now. That's
All right,
biblical.
Google it, bro.
This says Emma Morano, the Italian woman, ate a Mediterranean diet with fresh fish and olive oil.
Which is a high-fat diet, Mediterranean.
But she lived one of the longest people who ever lived. And then it says
How old was she?
the Filipina woman, hold on, Francesca Susano, the Filipino woman, ate a vegetable-rich diet. And she's another one of the longest living.
Yeah, but
But
why
what
are you
else?
telling us the age?
That's what it just says, vegetable-rich
I want
diet.
the age.
Vegetable rich
I
isn't
wanna put
all
him in his
vegetable.
Yeah, if you
Age.
was to click into it, it probably would say the age.
I
of
want
it,
the
isn't it?
age.
I'll find the ages for you. It
telling
says
you, they
she
live
died at
hundreds.
124 years old, that woman, yeah?
Okay, we're still in
Lying.
the 20s. We're still in the
Lying.
120s.
Them 4 years
We're
is
gonna
cap.
get
Them 4
past
years
that.
is cap.
We're gonna
The
get
man
past that.
before,
Watch.
it hasn't given me the age, but I'll
Watch.
Google
Those
him
4
and
years are
find
cap.
out his
Bro,
age.
Telling
I'm
you right
telling
now.
you.
No, because they're born in an era with no birth certificate, no nothing. These anything over.
Wait, you could tell the tree's age by counting the
Yeah,
the
no,
knocks in it.
yeah. But I'm
Come
saying
on.
a human. I promise you right now, like there's no solidified documentation of anyone living over 120.
Nah, I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, I'm 130. There were people
No,
will pop up.
I don't
Some
agree
old
with
skeleton woman like, oh yeah, I'm 130.
Keep going, bro.
No.
I'm sure you're gonna find something.
There's
Put
some
this guy
next
in
man
his
here.
place.
He was eating a diet of hachi. What is this, bro? It says-
Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese.
Straight away.
Here we
It
go.
says the man believed in eating until he was 80% full, a concept known as hara hachi banmi.
How old was he?
So he didn't necessarily eat anything specific, but he would only eat till he was 80% full.
Which is right. You're not supposed to eat till you're
Yeah.
bursting. But go on.
So,
How
and
old
he's
was
another
he?
one. I've not found his age, but what I'm gonna find it for
Man,
So-
and Greenie
Ages
switched
for you
off.
after.
No ages. Fuck this.
What is a better way of doing this?
No ages, man. You waste of time.
Yeah, it's looking at actually which country lives the longest. Which,
I think the Japanese them.
We could do
have
that.
got
Hong
it.
Kong.
Yeah,
Hong
they
Kong
got it-
has
they
the
got it
longest
locked.
living people, and they
Yeah,
actually eat the
definitely.
most meat.
I have to call
Per
you back on
capita.
the
Roast
podcast.
meat.
The most meat.
The most meat.
most meat.
Oh, fuck up now.
No.
That's going against your thing.
Yeah, because I'm talking rice, wine, and all that. I never know about that.
Yeah,
I
they
got it
eat
from
bare
them.
meat, man. Bare pork.
They eat more than
Bare meat.
any
Hong
other
Kong
country.
was different from Japan.
I'm gonna
though,
find
isn't
these
it?
people. I'm gonna tell you how
He's
old
like,
they were.
Yeah, it's different. Hong Kong and Japan are two different places. Do
Around that one.
you know what I mean?
So, let me switch it up a little bit, right? Let me find out a little bit about you lot's likes and dislikes. So, like, if I was to say to you, what grinds your gears, what annoys you in the world? Like, so let's come off meat. You know, unmeat your minds, because your minds are too meaty right now because of Rachel. Isn't it, like, to get me?
She did start it,
she
mate.
started on the meat.
Started,
Unmeat
mate.
your minds. Let's get away from the meat and the cheese. What grinds your gears? What is your pet peeve? What would you put in room 101? You know the vibes, innit? Like, what would you get rid of? What annoys you?
I think I'd get rid of the news.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
The news?
The
What?
news.
Yeah, because
especially- let's start with Hugh
it's
Edwards.
so depressing, bro.
What about the football?
And they don't. Well, I'm not really on the football team
Come
because
on.
guess what? The football for me is another programming. I really don't want to. I really don't want to sit there and watch men in shorts running up and down and slapping each other's asses. I
I'm not
really don't.
interested, bro.
I really don't. I'd
don't
rather
care.
watch the women
I'm
run up and
assuming you
down.
don't watch basketball neither.
Yeah, I know, but they got no breasts.
Run up and down.
They're
doing what?
flat-chested women with big
No,
thighs.
no,
They look
all
like
of them.
dons. They look like man them. You get me?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you get me?
He said they look like
competition.
dons.
And when I just see bare competition because they want women too.
Yeah, they got haircuts like man them and all of
Yeah,
that.
short back and sides.
Right.
running a bit.
Yeah, I'm not
Big up
really-
the sisters that play football, the lionesses. I don't give a fuck. I don't even like male football. I definitely don't give a fuck about women's football. Big up though.
I prefer to watch the
Sportswomen.
women, to be honest.
Yeah, tennis.
I do see your point though about the news.
Yeah,
fuck
the
the
news.
news.
The news is
I'm with
The
you.
news only puts out what they want you to
That's
hear.
right.
Yeah.
And it's all programming.
That's
yeah,
right,
so
that's right.
Maybe we should get rid of the TV altogether.
Ah, no, you're,
Yeah.
now you're talking.
Yeah.
I think we're going a bit extreme now.
Why
Why?
is it
Sweating.
Why is it?
Why is
Sweating.
this news always trying to allow it? Like, why are you always trying to
Do you know why
play
I say
the
this?
fence? Fuck the TV.
That's right.
Do you know why I say this, yeah? I say this for this reason, yeah?
Go.
There's no TV, there's no PS4.
That program.
I can't believe this guy.
Big man said that.
That's
Big
it.
man.
There's no
Wait,
no PC.
How old
Gaming.
are
He's
you?
a gamer. He's
How
a
old-
gamer.
How old are you?
I'm a big man, but at the same time,
He's about my age. He must be my age.
I'm from the computer generation. I'm from the computer.
Sounded like
I'm from the
Tasmanian
tech
devil there.
generation.
Alright, so how old are you?
Tech
How grown
generation.
are you?
innit? I'm as grown as you.
Answer her question,
We as
bro.
grown as each other. But I'm gonna say I'm from the technology generation.
I was
and
not expecting to hear that from you, to be
Bro,
honest.
I'll be honest with you. Look, there are certain aspects of life that I like that may not necessarily be, the most, productive things
yes.
to have in your life,
Good
but
word.
I still enjoy it.
Yeah,
and
well,
I feel
you're
that
fine too. It's your life.
without some of these outlets, what are we opening the door to something else?
Ain't nothing wrong with gaming. Having a little game. A
Yeah.
little quick
Or
No,
watching-
so
no,
what-
no,
when
there
I
is,
say,
though, there
when I
is.
say get
You know
rid of
what,
the
you
TV,
know-
I mean watching
you know what-
programs that are programming us.
You know what's again? You know
News,
what's bad
all
about
them
gaming?
programs.
Part of
You
it
know what's
still,
bad
yeah.
about
Yeah, it
gaming?
is.
The whole original factor of gaming was to take your mind, bring your mind into a certain mindset, bro. It's a control thing. It's not real, bro. You're in a fantasy.
Facts.
You understand? It has the kids so drawn in
It does.
that they won't even go toilet, bro.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
I've done that many a times myself. And,
Yeah,
I'm a
and then
big man.
and then all of their thumb tear out
Looking for a
everything, bro.
bottle.
That's how manipulating it is.
No, but when you get older, then you buy the comfort pads. So my thumb's fine. It's fine.
That's the comfort pad, you know? The comfort pad.
Come on, we got work around. We got work around.
The comfort
Might as well get that nappy out.
Yeah, what? Get me.
Go on,
Change-
Ray.
change
Go
it
on,
every 7
darling.
hours and that.
Go on, man.
Wow.
I ain't gonna get that extreme.
You know,
Worst case.
get that nanny seat. You know the nanny seat with the
Yeah.
toilet bowl
Yeah.
underneath it.
Yeah.
There we
Just
go.
let it
Nah,
go,
nah,
and he's
yeah.
still there.
You see
And I
now,
know
yeah,
there's gamers
you see
out there
back
with
in the
that
day,
shit.
yeah, we used to play the game and we were playing this one player and we'll pause and
Yeah,
whatever
yeah, yeah.
between. Now it's online,
Online, you
but
can't
they'll
even-
have like an intermission.
Plus, one
so
time
in
I
the
went. My
intermission,
son
like,
must
you
have
run
been
to
about
the-
15, yeah, and I went in. I went to his yard, and so I'm in the passage, and I can hear peer cussing. I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna say it on camera,
Yeah.
and I'm saying to his mum, "Who's he arguing with?" She said, "He ain't arguing. He's
No,
on it."
he's
When I
online.
bust the door, bro, he's got the headphones on his. And man, I thought he was going to kill somebody.
Yeah, he was. But in the game,
How does this get to this mindset?
The thing is, when the kids are doing that, they're not being outside. You know, like curbsy, all that kind of
Fresh
stuff.
air and
Play, knock
kick a
down
little-
ginger,
yeah.
all that
All
stuff.
of that.
Kiss chase.
Yeah.
And all these things.
Spin the bottle.
And all these things.
Mummies and daddies.
Well, now you're gone too far. Spin the bottle, we was
Doctors and
outside. Spin the bottle, we was outside, bro.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking about inside now.
My bad. My bad. I got carried away.
I hear that, and I think, you know what? Historically, I would agree with that statement. But living in the world we're living in now,
See,
like
there
I
you
said,
go again.
One
You're
of
making
my-
allowances for the new age, bro.
But I have to.
But that's
bro,
him,
because-
like that.
If we don't have, no, it's fine
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do so. But if we don't hold on to certain traditions, bro, we're gonna dead out, fam.
But you see, the problem is now, yeah? This is the tradition now, yeah? Your children can be online and they can be talking to people online in the house. I'm fine with that because at least they're in the house. And at least what they're physically doing is around me. I'm still around the energy.
I get your logic.
And can give them
I
the
get your
guidance.
logic. And
One second. Let me just land on this one. So when they go out now and they're playing Kirby and they're playing Kiss Chase and whatever, now what's happened is there's man chasing man when it's Kiss Chase now. Yeah? Now, also, you got...
I've never
Also-
thought that's never
also-
come into
he
my
went so
mind.
Also-
he went
But
so
he
far.
is right though.
Also-
Yeah,
you gotta
but
think
you're
about-
not safe because
used to
remember that kid.
We used to play a game.
That kid that was playing PlayStation with somebody in France.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something,
and they were
came
grooming up
over
and-
and kill him in his yard.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily.
Safe online.
There's
There
a
is a
lot of
balance.
predators online.
There is a
on
balance.
them
But
games.
we did used to play a game called He. You can't play that now.
That's right.
Lava.
That's right. You
Why
understand?
for that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Key man and everything there.
I don't know about that game there.
Do you know what the thing is? Now, yeah, you got to understand. It's in everything, innit? So as much as you see what you said you're not into the football. I get it. But as a kid growing up, a lot of these kids are
I used
going
to
get
play
into
it.
football. All right, you got into it as a kid, like you
But
said.
I can show you my shins.
Alright.
I'm not playing.
But think
Kill
about
them
it like
one,
this.
kill me.
These kids that's coming up now, yeah, the guy that they're looking up to in football, the guy that they're looking up to in basketball is either on some type of transitioning himself or, their sons are transitioning. and
Or
they're supporting.
Mbappe.
Do you understand? And
Yeah,
they're
so you
supporting.
don't allow your
All
kids to idolise celebrities.
And
Celebrities
that's
are
fine.
Easier said
people.
than done, though.
That's fine.
No,
but
it is.
Easy,
yeah,
it is easier
yeah.
said
But
than
it comes
done.
back to.
Because once
it comes
you
back-
watch football, that's set up for you to idolise whoever's scoring the
but
goal.
it comes
Right.
back
Yeah,
to the
it's all part
beginning
of it,
though.
isn't it?
Hopefully,
Organised professional
your
sports.
Getting rid
influence
of
that you
traditions, part of it.
hopefully it comes back to the beginning. Hopefully, the influence that you install in your kids is strong enough to bypass the outside influence. And, obviously, you have no control over that when they go out there, but they still hear your voice in their head.
Right. One
You
You
give them
understand me?
enough
One
tools.
question.
You give them the tools.
One
then
question.
they have to
You know what it
decide.
is? I feel like sometimes them tools there are only they're like sleeper. It's like sleeper lessons. Sleeper.
Sleepers.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's when you get older and you get that shit activates, like you
It's
just
dormant.
all of a sudden
Dormant
you
until
become
you
that. You get me?
You reach in certain
You reach certain levels of maturity,
Yeah.
and now you just sound like your dad or you sound like your mum.
But you see my
You
point,
know what
and
I'm
that's
saying?
why my next question.
But that's why
for
you
them-
have to install it from early
Yeah.
so that they can get to that point.
Because
Yeah,
that
my dad
means
was
you've done
strict.
your
Right.
job.
Strict.
You can't control what they're doing out there,
One
but you've
question.
done your
One
job.
question
bro.
for you two, yeah, because I think you're both on the same page with this. Now, how would you deal with this? If your child comes and says to you they want to be an actor, let's say they're already in school doing acting and there's some opportunity, they can go Hollywood with this. Talk to me.
Well, for me, I understand that it's your passion and it's your joy. But
you know where this is going.
But listen, but listen, you have to know,
Yeah.
you have to know the ins and outs of this industry, boss. That's it. Now, you as the parent, you've got to show them because you know in it. So you've got to show them the ins and outs. And if they still want to go into
So
it,
you got to school them about what the predators and
Yeah.
that.
and all these things, and if they still say to themselves that they're going to pursue it, then I don't think you should hold them back. I just think you should just stand back and
Be
watch.
with them.
Yeah, just
Every-
guide them.
Everything. Don't leave them. You know,
So
like
you
you had.
chaperone them.
You agree with that?
I
then?
would agree. You're saying like when your kids are inside, they're inside, you're with them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then if you're going with them to these things, you're with them. You know, you can be with them other
Oversee
places than
them.
inside.
Yes, man.
You know,
All right, let's put it like this then. Let's say, for example,
He didn't get the answer.
If yeah,
no.
if that's to sell their soul to do it, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But I think that, do you know what it is? I think you lot are kind of missing a nuance here in a sense of, now, you're saying you're going to teach your kids not to idolize. But if your kid wants to go into Hollywood, what are they trying to become? The very thing that you're telling them not to
but
do.
You see, no.
I
get what you're saying, but idolize and
being the idol
and liking
and being inspired by it.
Right, is a big difference.
No, but what about when they become the idol? This is what I mean. If
but there's a lot of there's a lot of like even Ashley, them people they've become actors and they've inspired enough young.
So these they
can be a good inspiration.
Yeah, do you understand? These people has inspired up and coming.
Pushing the vaccine though.
Yeah,
we don't agree with that.
But
So was Ilgis. So was
Ilgis.
Yeah, we weren't having that.
I just stopped watching TV.
The thing is,
I'm gutted.
The thing is though, I'm just going to say this. At the end of the day, if someone wants to do something here, I look at it like this. Each individual is going to make their own choice. So no matter what I teach, I hear you, but no matter what I teach my child is still an individual.
Definitely.
Same way, my mum said to me, all right, for instance, my nan has never been in trouble with the police in her whole life. My mum never had no trouble with the police in her whole life. Never been arrested, never seen a jail cell. Now, just because they may have passed that information on to me and said, don't do X, Y, Z, don't mean that I'm not going to do it. Or I might not see that.
No, but you've got the information, though. And
Yeah.
even when you may be sitting in that cell, you'll remember that, hold on, what am I doing here? My mum wasn't here. My gran wasn't here. You'll still remember.
A parent's job is not necessarily to make the choices for you.
No.
But
just
to enlighten you and give you options.
That's right.
And help. So when
it's
you
your
face
life
choices,
at the end of the day.
Some of the options that you're now considering are based on advice that you've had from your support system, hopefully.
Yeah, this is why I don't think it's realistic. So say, for instance, I got a brethren who, he grew up in a Catholic household. Strong Catholic, everyone's Catholic. The whole family, innit? Dad's the pastor, mum's, next to him in the church. The brother has grown up to be the new pastor. Or whatever, the priest or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but the guy.
I'm just saying, I think it's priest.
Whatever you want to call him.
We knew what he meant.
But he's the top. The dad was the top guy in the church. He was the top guy in the church, and now the brother is the top guy. Now the thing is, the thing is now, the thing is, when you say that now, I thought the same thing. But the point is this. The point is this, that not everyone's going to follow what the parents are doing. So it's like you got the brother who's now, he's taken over from the dad. You got another brother who went jail. You got a sister who's big time barrister, solicitor. Now that in itself, that don't match.
Can I say something?
Do you feel what I'm trying to say?
Can I say something?
Think about that for a second.
Can I say something? I've done things in my life. I've been on road where, and I would have never wished my child to go through that. So he might be a pastor, right? But you as his child, you don't have to be a pastor. But all you have to do is know righteousness. All you have to know is good in it.
But we hear what I'm saying though. When you're the pastor and your daughter turns into the big time barrister solicitor, is she the exact opposite of what you taught her to be?
No.
Why not?
Because she's still contributing to humanity, to society. She's still a positive rather than a negative.
But I would suggest that by being some type of solicitor or anyone who's in that corporate world, dealing with people's lives, for instance, you're making a living off of other people's suffering to some extent. And then plus we got certain, but hold on 1 second. Plus we got certain levels of corruption within the law, which is why you got a thing called the bar and certain things that they're dealing with, and they will never step outside of it, even if it is more righteous. So to that effect, I would suggest that it definitely would go against what the coming from a Christian
from
background,
from the perspective of the system being Babylon.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, the system is the.
It doesn't mean that she's working against any. She's working against the pastor. She's still she's doing her thing for humanity, but in a different way.
I watch this. Imagine you're in a case now, yeah, and you are some type of like the prosecution solicitor, yeah. Now, you know the person's innocent. You know the evidence you got does not put them in jail, but they plead guilty because they think that they think that they're bang to rights. They're ignorant. They don't know no better. You're not allowed to say nothing.
because
So
I'm
how
the
does that-
prosecution.
But how does that work with you being this righteous person who's following your Bible? That don't work. Because
you're
you've got
right.
to stand up for righteousness.
You're right, but that's the same thing with the police telling you can't come out during COVID. But hold on, do you not have family that wants to walk on road, that wants to go shopping and all that? Are you gonna nick your own family for having more than 3 people in their house?
And this is what I mean about levels of corruption. And then, you know, we grew up in a righteous household, but we ended up in the corrupt world, innit? That's all I'm saying.
I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like,
But think about
he's
that.
got his point, you know.
Yeah.
He's got his point.
Because remember, but he did say solicitor. He didn't say police officer.
Well, I mean, we're all
But
in
still,
it.
they got to
It's
prosecute.
It's the law, innit?
They
He's
gotta
talking about
prosecute.
corruption
He is,
and
he
the
is,
things.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But for me, basically, yeah, I believe if you've got kids, yeah, you've got to be a stand-up parent. And, you know, when your kid turns around and says, yeah, but I heard you used to do that. Yeah, I used to do it. This is why I don't want you to do it. I don't want you to fall in the traps that I fell in. This is my job. This is my only job as a parent.
What about it when it's something you didn't used to do, though? Because, for instance, I'm looking at it from my perspective, like, I've always wanted to do music. I never really got into acting. It's not really my thing. And even looking at acting and dancing, to me,
Definitely
those...
gonna do some acting soon, though. I've got some
But
some roles for you.
I think the reason I never got into it is because looking at, you know, some of the stories of the people who got into acting from young ages and the dancing, there's a lot of behaviours that I don't want to take part in. So
Facts,
that's
me
why
too.
I think, but at the same time, if
We got Sarah Garvey.
if our child gets in there now and says, do you know what, I want to do the acting, or I
You're
want to do the
going to tell
dancing,
your child exactly what you just said to me.
But then I'm going to have to then analyse it like this. Like you said, Sarah Garvey, innit? If a man wants to do acting, to an extent, I know... Alright, but I'm just going to say, acting goes down the road of theatre, yeah? And for me, this is how I look at acting. When we was in school, when they started teaching us acting, they started teaching us Shakespeare. And I got an uncle, and he just likes to tell... Anytime you tell him anything about anything historical, he'll just make an argument. So he said to me, you know what Shakespeare is? You know what their man do? They dress up man like gal from way back when.
He ain't lying.
And this is what's really going on.
though.
So anything you're dealing with in all this
Panto and all
Shakespeare
these
business you're
songs.
dealing with,
Know
is
that you
be
have
a
to
man
dress up, sir.
Wrapping up with man, wrapping up, dress up
Yeah,
like gal,
yeah,
and
yeah,
man
yeah.
kissing up man
You know
and
what the key
hugging
word
up
is?
man and...
You know what the key
Facts,
word is, and we can move on.
Go on,
You know the
go
word
on.
already, innit?
Go
You know
on.
the word already?
Go on.
Where is it?
Thespian.
Come on.
Yeah?
What's a
But-
lesbian?
I'm gonna...
It's
You know,
not.
it sound nice,
it's not a
don't
le-
it?
What's a lesbian? That one did.
But
Do you know,
this
is
Rage,
new.
what's a
This is new.
lesbian?
What is
Thespian.
it? Yeah.
This is what it is, bro.
Yeah, me.
What's a lesbian?
Come on.
That's a...
Come on.
I know about lesbian. What's a lesbian? Do you know what a lesbian?
Hey, a thespian.
Because I feel like
is-
an alien
a
right now.
thespian is an actor, right? That mainly trained in theatre.
Right.
But one thing you notice about the thespians, them,
It's a whole name.
even the name. One thing you notice about the thespians, them. Patrick Truman was a thespian.
I saw Patrick Truman in a film that.
But I'm saying
Very
Patrick
compromising.
Truman was a thespian from them. You get me? Like
A bit different.
The theatre man, them.
Yeah, they really take it to
Oh,
heart.
matron. Yeah, thespianism. Yeah.
But that still doesn't. I'm still
Yeah.
not
I'm lost.
clear of.
All
what
right,
a
I don't know
thespian
what the
is.
link is, but the thespians, they're all eccentric. They all, oh my, I can't.
they're
I'm trying
open,
to.
they're
You're saying they're
open
not
to
they're not
anything,
gay, but
basically.
they're
There's like a
eccentric.
Yeah, they're not gay.
There's like
Right,
a campness.
right.
There's like a
But
campness
yeah.
and a it's
Camp. Yeah,
it's
I
a
get it.
thread that runs through it, and it comes to find out that
It's
most
a
of the
club.
men in the theatre
It's a club.
seem to be
Thespian.
thespian.
Yeah, they're playing by the rules. They're playing by the rules, bro. They're playing by the rules, isn't it?
Anyway,
They're playing by the rules.
They seem to be thespian.
Yeah, they're
Then when
playing
you
by the
mention
rules.
Shakespeare, women playing men. You when you mention
Men playing women and that.
when you mention panto,
Yep.
rare,
All of
certain rules. It goes back to Greece, wherever, Sata Magwan. Anyway, let's move on. This was all stemming from Greenie's let's get rid of the news. This is what
Alright.
all this stemmed from, you know.
No, it did.
Right,
It did.
so
But I
What-
think that ultimately
That's
that's
some
where
hot
I would kind of draw a line and say that, you know what?
I rate that one.
We can only protect our kids so much, innit? Do you feel where I'm coming from?
Stand by it. I stand by.
No.
We need to get rid of them.
Short answer, no.
I agree to an extent, but I just think that, like I said, think when we was growing up, yeah, there were certain things that was out of bounds, innit? Yeah. So when we was growing up, a man would say, if you was eating under the table, or you know, if you was a girl, you know, you was saliva in the sausage, if you want to call it that. But I'm saying certain things was out of bounds, innit? It was out of bounds.
Definitely.
But now we've come into this new generation. It's now, you know,
acting like it's normal.
A lot of these things ain't out of bounds, and I'm saying even the parents now that were saying it's out of bounds, they've kind of just allowed it now. So that, well,
But
you
it
lot
doesn't
are on
make
that.
it right, though. It makes
And I
us
think
weak.
that when you say it makes us weak,
It makes
I think
us
that,
weak.
I think that it's part.
We've converted.
I think that's part of society. You know, like when we was growing up, we had our music, we had our way of these new things we was getting into.
One thing I noticed in history, and I want to move on to your pet peeve or what grinds your gears. So have that in the side of your mind, and you too, right? What one thing I noticed about history is we do this slow, steady march towards modernization and civilization, right?
Like it's okay.
And it's meant to be the lick, innit? But the future that we always step into seems to be like hellish and nightmarish compared to where we're coming from, right?
yeah.
So right now we're on the brink of a new future and a new way of living. But we can see little pokes, a bit of
That
AI
I'm not
there,
really on.
a bit of AI there,
Some of it is
a bit
okay,
of liberation on it, a bit of, you know what I mean, little bits and bobs, and it never seems to be like modernization is actually for the benefit of mankind.
Thank you.
It seems like it's
I
like a
couldn't
bit
have
of
put
a,
it. I couldn't have
Right?
put it no better.
and I feel like when we look at the more simpler way of life, returning back to nature, whether you want to eat meat or vegetable, it seems to be
Frowned upon, innit?
better.
But it's
But it's frowned upon.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it seems to be
You're not moving with the times.
right. So this is why I never feel that anything that's new or cutting edge, we falling into a psychology where because it's new, it's good for us, right? Most people would not want to give up their mobile phones
That's right.
if it meant drastically reducing
Facts.
cancer in society. They wouldn't want to.
And I think it's the
They'd fight
younger
you for
people.
it,
It's harder to
right?
get the younger
They'd
people.
fight you for the internet. Do you think the world would give up the internet for world peace? No.
I think you see,
wouldn't.
when you, talking to the older generations, I think it's easier. But with the younger
because we
generations,
know how it
they're
was.
born into it. They
That's
don't
right.
know
Yeah,
nothing
that's
else.
right.
Their
That's
births
right.
were captured
That's
on a
right.
mobile.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
don't know that. So to take that away from them is like you're making them suffer. They're gonna fight for what they enjoy in it. Just like the same
Where
way
they don't know different.
when we
Yeah,
was kids.
because they see life is
Come on, man.
synonymous with this technology.
That's right.
They don't know that what's outside of that.
That's right.
I grew up without a mobile phone.
Me too.
Exactly.
Obviously, I had TVs or
We didn't
whatever.
have the internet like that,
so I
yeah.
still
We
had
didn't- we
technology.
didn't. Internet came
I grew
when
up with TVs.
80s.
Dial-up
Dial-up.
internet.
Dial-up,
that's
Yeah,
right.
you couldn't be on the phone. Get off the
We had
phone.
some
Go on the
yeah, I'm on
internet.
the
Dead internet, bro.
I grew up with America Online, but even before that, before internet, we had cable TV. That was probably the closest to anything like internet-y or whatever. Cable.
But imagine them trying to take that away.
Teletext.
Teletext.
You understand?
Now you're
Teletext
talking.
cable.
Now you're talking.
Teletext.
Granada. Now you're talking.
But I think
Do you know about
that's more-
teletext?
For us, man, that's
You don't
more
know
the
about
thing we'd have to
teletext?
be looking at, innit?
Oh,
Because
listen.
I think those things would
Teletext,
affect
yeah,
us more. The
could-
things that
could
we
go
grew up
and
with.
Look for your holidays and stuff like that on teletext. It was like a. How can I put it?
Like the travel thing.
Yeah, it had travel on
it
there.
had travel and it had normal.
On your remote control, there used to be like a little button.
It's like a free view.
you press
thing.
it,
You can
teletext,
see all
and
different.
Yeah.
the green writing will come up on your screen.
Yeah.
News,
Your
whatever. Go to
holidays.
channel 111 or
Remember
whatever.
the holidays though? It would tell you the holidays, bro.
People would book holidays.
You
and
can
that.
Remember
book.
though, back in the
Weird
day,
shit.
because we never had phones like that, where we'd link up with people and network is at events. So
No
we'd
man,
be going
you,
out
you,
more.
you just knew where your people were, or you'd come by, you'd see the bikes, or you know what I mean. You just knew what
Yeah,
time
yeah,
to
you
check
knew
your
when-
bread
You
in.
was way more synchronized with your
Yeah,
people.
man.
That's right.
Way more
If
synchronized.
I came to your yard
And I'm not there,
and mummy
you-
said, "Oh,
He's
he
gone
just
out.
went down with Patrick,"
Who did he go with? Yeah,
I'm,
who did it?
I'm going straight round this stuff.
He's with
And
Shiffa.
Davy's
I
there.
know where Shiffa. I know.
Right.
Boom. On the way there, you're gonna bump into
And there was
Rachel.
no
Like,
mobile
where you going? I'm
phone.
Greenie and Jedi and Shiffa.
And we all link up.
We link up.
Yeah.
Well, go on, man. Them.
Yeah, have our good time. We didn't have no phones.
Yeah, I was out there doing crime. I can't lie.
Me
But
too.
it sounded good. It was. I enjoyed it. Crime.
I think for
Less
us,
is-
You remember the streamers?
did.
You remember the streamers? Oh, come on.
I did a lot of crime.
I
So,
think for us it
that
was
my childhood.
the clothes, really. It was the clothes. And if we was to say to our younger selves, you know what, take away all the clothes, all of the fancy items we had, we'd be the same as these youths now. We're not giving it up. We'd fight for it.
I don't know.
If they told us, shut off grime, no more grime, we're not giving it up, bro. They tried, remember? And we fought for grime to come back. We weren't having it. Grime was never going to die because, you know, we're not allowing them to take what we
Yeah, but
believe is
grime
ours.
didn't stop us from being outside and socialising and being how we're meant to be. Like,
No, I just
grime
mean,
actually...
It was an add-on.
Yeah,
it was an addition to, but I'm saying...
People came together because of it.
You see, when they brought out grime, the same way when they brought out, you know, like that West Coast gangster rap. It's for me, I feel that, don't get me wrong, yes, it brought people together, but it caused a lot of people to get injured, harmed, and fights and riots and all sorts of things in certain situations.
We're talking about one of my favourite genres of music right
but
now.
It is one of mine as well.
Yeah,
it is one of my favourite genres. But I still think that, you know what, you know, regardless of how bad it was at the time, regardless of how, you know, certain artists even blacklisted themselves, they can't even do shows. We still weren't letting them take grime from us, innit? And I think that that's the problem we're going to have with this next generation.
Grime wasn't even a big issue, let's be real.
No, it wasn't.
weren't. Because grime man weren't rating grime.
It's not like now,
especially when grime
with
came
trap.
out. Grime was
and
like,
trap is two
you lot are
different
fun.
things.
Yeah.
You're not enjoying yourself. You're spitting the bars.
Trap, they're talking about killing this, shafting
but
this, and
grime
all of
weren't
it.
an issue.
Grime wasn't like
gangster
that.
rap was dead there. Roadman was dead there. We beat you up to jungle, to garage, to
Yeah.
funky house. Grime, it didn't matter. But grime wasn't like grime was more for youths that were like they were on the what they call the urban, grimy kind of
Trap took
subculture.
Trap
But
went
they
different.
weren't really roadish.
I
It
agree.
weren't till later till
Yeah.
grime
Yeah, I
actually
agree.
got more of the roadman involved, and then it maybe.
mean
But
when
by
it
that time,
turned to
Yeah, not in its
Trap,
beginning.
was
You're
cool.
right. In its
turned
beginning.
drill.
Trap and
Drill's the
drill.
next
Drill.
thing now. And they're not giving up drill. Look at these kids now with their drill.
Drill's
because
mad,
it's
and I
the
like certain
programming,
drill
the
tunes.
the programming.
Before we go to trap and drill, Carl, we're gonna be wrapping up in a minute, right?
Yeah.
So, Greenie said he want to get rid of the news. What are you trying to get rid of?
Me personally, what I would get rid of is I wouldn't get rid of drill completely and certain types of music completely. But what I would
Music
do,
does-
Nah, stand on something, man. 'Cause
It
we
does-
can't put,
it does
we
have
can't
an
put a half a
influence.
thing
Now,
into
listen,
the bin. We got to
this
put the
is-
whole thing.
This is what I would do. I would get rid of the idea that it should be okay to make a song just about, you know, someone's death or about, you know, like glorifying killing someone. I think that shouldn't be allowed. Things like
It's
that
always
make me
been-
sick to my stomach. Now, I think, don't get me wrong, I think you could make
I shot the sheriff.
No, but you
But
say...
I never shoot the deputy.
Now you see that one there. I'm gonna tell you why that's cool. I'm gonna tell you why that's cool.
Is that
because
cool? Is that a killing
listen, the sheriff is not necessary. The sheriff isn't John Robinson.
Hold on,
Yeah,
he's talking
nah,
about killing a
when I
member of
say-
the law, bro. I can't really get that.
I got you, but remember, there's corrupt members of the law, so things happen in it. But I'm saying,
That's a political song.
all
what
right.
you're saying.
When we're talking about,
I agree with
you know
political
what?
violence.
I
agree with
killed
that.
John
Like,
Robinson.
lyrically.
I murdered him cold-blooded in the street, and it actually happened. And now I'm laughing at the fact he's dead, so all of the family can suffer more. I feel like that's the
I get where you're
sickness
coming from.
that we need to get rid of.
There is a evil in, and I believe it's in the trap music, the drill and trap music. Yeah, not so much grime.
Yeah.
Like the Dizzy Rascals and the
Yeah, not
Wileys.
so much grime. Grime is cool.
Yeah.
Man spit a war bar, but that's more based on the sound system clashing energy.
But this
Which was a
drill
lyrical
and
energy,
trap
you get me?
music where they're telling you about they're gonna jam you in front of your mum and this, that, the other. That's total
You need to call it drill music. still.
rubbish.
It's definitely drill.
Now, do you know what?
That I agree with.
I agree with you there also, but I would say that there are a lot of elements within grime music that promote criminal behavior. Now, at the end of the day, regardless of whether
music,
it's
it's not wrong.
regardless
Even
of whether
ragga,
it's- no, but
even
hear me out.
bashment.
But it's
Regardless of whether it's promoting murder,
It's balanced though, isn't it?
crime is not something
Nah.
we should be promoting to our kids.
Nah, lava.
That's what I'm saying,
Because this is the language. Let me tell you why. Lava. This is the language of revolution. Yeah. Art. It's the language of the revolutionary to express his anti-establishment
That's right.
perspective to
right.
his peers.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
We
100.
fucking hate them.
100.
Yeah, them
100.
fucker them. That's
Not
putting us
each
under.
other.
It's not each other. It's
That's
them.
right.
Yeah.
That's
them
right.
on the hill.
But
Them
if they
rare.
were saying that, I wouldn't disagree.
But that's essentially
That's what it was.
What crime is little acts of rebellion against the system. So
That's
if you're
true.
oppressed from the ghetto or whatever, you
That's
understand robbing that apple from the car or busting a little move or your mum working and getting cash in hand and claiming a little housing benefit.
Let me be
it's
more
all crime,
specific.
innit? It's all crime. Against who, though?
He's right. He's
what
right.
I'm saying?
He's right. But I'm going to be
he's
specific then. I'm going to be very specific here. When we're talking about selling certain types of drugs within our own communities even, I feel like that's where it goes too far. And then, you know, people promoting and acting like it's cool and buying that music, you know, that's almost like promoting death.
I do
to
get
me,
you.
that's like necromancy to me.
We
Kez.
really don't want that for our younger generation.
But like Boots
He's
is
right.
doing that advert as well. Sale, buy one get one free in Holland and Barrett. It's all drugs, isn't it?
It is.
It's all drugs.
Yeah, but they're not promoting selling.
Yeah, so
things
it's
that's
hosting
gonna kill-
pills.
I hear
So
you.
it's hosting pills
In fact, they are,
B&H. It's mad. I hear you,
They
and
are.
maybe you're not wrong. But we go in the shop every day, call man boss man. He's just selling us poison.
And cigarette.
Stuff that they don't even consume more time. The younger ones do now. It's all fuck up. That's the way of the world. But you know, boss man back in the days, he weren't into the
It's
drink.
back
or the-
to what he
you get
said.
me?
It's like you're conforming to the times,
Mm-hmm.
and that is it. And I think that I've got a certain lifespan in it, so I don't need to conform.
Anymore. Or at all. Whatever.
I don't need to conform. I know who I am. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. So
Often conforming in today's society means eating or not, though.
you get it?
When it really
And I'm
gets
not
down to the
eating,
crunch.
bro. I'm not eating,
yeah, I'm not
fam.
eating.
I'm not eating, fam.
Confirming.
I'm not eating.
Just confirming what you was wondering.
You're a fuck.
Nah, what? He just...
Edit that part out.
He's not eating, he said, didn't it? Like,
Edit that part out, bro. I don't know where he's
Four
going
different
with
parts
this.
of the show he said, no white meat, me not eat it, me not name it, me not want it. Yeah, it's not offering.
Rachel, don't
No
listen
thanks.
to him.
No thanks, Rach.
He's had 1 and 2
I know
vodkas. Don't worry about him.
But,
Damn.
damn,
Before we move
hand
on
over the plate. No, thank you.
Going to move on to Rachel, I do understand what you're saying though, because we don't want to raise a nation of conformists, but we don't want to raise a nation of children who don't understand the idea of authority, because I think this is a major issue that a lot of parents have now, where it's like, it's hard to have any authority.
It was
because
from
the
our
kids,
day, though.
as far as they're concerned, they're a law to themselves now.
It was
And that's
from
what
our
they're being taught.
but we need to take responsibility for that, because I believe, you see, my parents and my grandparents, if the school told them anything about us, they're busting your ass, bro. But you see, if the school told me about my child, now I'm gonna sit down with my child and say, so what happened?
Yeah.
I'm listening to my child rather than just say, yo, don't do that again.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So this is where we kind of
We're
switched.
changing.
Yeah.
You lot are sweetening it up now.
Yeah.
We're changing the recipe. This is what I always call it.
And
We
this
change
is
the
why
recipe,
we've got the bad
and we
bad
wonder
attitude.
why we change the recipe. We wonder why the soup don't taste the same.
Right. Facts. I couldn't.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at
Yeah.
this. You've been doing this for a while.
But we do this, you know, and it's like, well, I got beats, I'm not beat now, and I got this and rare. My dad used to shout at me. My dad was strict, so now I'm not gonna be strict. My mum didn't let me do nothing,
but
so now I'm letting my youths do everything. But when you look in the
sustained
mirror,
everything.
hold on
But
though.
your child can't sustain.
I was gonna say that.
Daddy.
I was gonna say that when you look in the mirror, Greenie, yeah, when you look in the mirror, Shift, when you look in the mirror, Rach, you like who you are.
Strong.
This is a symptom
Strong.
of your upbringing.
Strong.
Don't let your ego tell you got yourself.
Strong.
You like who you are, bro.
Strong.
And so then,
This is why we're less likely
gonna put
to
in-
commit suicide. We're less likely to kill ourselves with drink. We're less likely to kill ourselves with drugs, because we grew
with a certain
with a
thing.
strength.
Like I said, what did I call it? Sleeper. Like a sleeper cell, sleeper agent. Thoughts that are given to you as a child.
Yeah.
Gems.
Yeah.
Gems. Handed to you as a child.
Gems.
What am I doing with
Because
this?
they
I
loved
don't know
you.
what to do this.
When they were giving it to you, like,
What the fuck is this?
you, bro.
As you
But
get older,
it was there.
Yeah.
But that's why they've got
sinking.
us, because like you said yourself, it's like there's a point where you're going to conform, like you said. But back in the day,
even you have to.
all right, if
You're
mum
even
got
forced
heard
to.
something, you're getting your ass bust.
Yeah.
Now we're not doing that.
People got to be cautious.
So we're
And plus, you don't
conforming
want
to
to lose your
some
kids to
extent.
the system.
Yeah, we are.
And the kids are
We
gonna do this, and I
because
think-
you know why?
There's child
They
line
changed
now.
the law.
Child line now.
Yo, back in my day, a policeman could have stand this and your mother box in your face right in front of the police, and him not do nothing. When my mother called police for me, you know, I was about I was about 12 or
Yes,
something.
yes, you
She called
deserved it,
police on me.
definitely deserved
I
it.
didn't. I didn't. I
definitely
sat on the stairs.
Yeah.
When the police them come and the police them said, look, and he's shutting the door as he's walking out. He's saying, look, love, just give him a key, darling. Give him a key. And he's shutting the door and he's gone.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah,
But
not
this is
into
why
the-
I'm scared, brother, because it's like the youths them now have got the knife to your neck now.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
government's
yeah.
standing behind them and
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
you
yeah,
have to
yeah,
listen to them
yeah,
now.
yeah.
You got to
Yeah,
do it
they
their
changed
way.
the
You
thing.
got to keep them
Yeah,
in the
they
house.
changed
Even
it.
if you don't like their behaviour, you still got to keep
You're
their
responsible for
behaviour
that
in
shit.
that house,
Yeah.
and you've got to manage it because
Yeah.
you're still the parent,
Yeah.
which is right. But,
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
they took away your tools.
They've took
You
away-
can't hit them.
All right.
You can't discipline them. You can't do nothing. They
they're
took
giving
away your
them more
tools.
rights by taking away
And
your
my,
rights.
my thing is this, just to make it clear, because I know some of you in the comments are watching, you might not understand this viewpoint. What we're saying is this. I'm gonna put it in a politically correct way. A parent has a tool belt of options and ways to
Discipline.
encourage their child to learn from life's lessons, right?
That they learn from.
And sometimes on that belt can be an array of tools. One of them tools that used to be on the belt was physical
discipline.
chastisement.
Yes, man.
Yeah, that's the terminology. You lot, physical chastisement.
Mm-hmm.
This is a legal thing, right? Within the parameters of law, you're allowed to physically chastise your child.
It
Yeah,
used to be.
it's still allowed now.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Now their thing is loophole is don't leave a mark, don't do this, whatever. Cool. We just know physical chastisement is allowed and is a tool in a parent's belt. Parents are scared to use that tool, and for that reason, because it's not a cookie cutter situation. When it comes to raising your children, every child is different. Some children respond well to
Yeah, but they're
restrictions.
afraid to use that because...
Wait though. Some children respond well to restrictions, grounding. There's youths, women. Some man and woman will tell you, "I never had to put my hand on my youth. All I had to do
I
is
didn't
ground
know
them." And you can see their youths are a lovely person. Well done. Some other youths though.
Yeah, you have to strangle that. You have to strangle that.
Some other youths might need a little bit more of a coarser mode of discipline, right? And because we're not allowed to apply different
pressure.
ways
Yeah, man.
of thingy, kids that maybe need a sterner
Yeah,
rule.
A little
Spare
spark.
the rod, spoil the child.
yeah.
We're spoiled. Enough child are getting spoiled because
And
the
they're out there
rod's
doing
getting spared.
rubbish.
There's some kids that never needed the rod.
Yeah.
Even one of your sisters or one of your brothers didn't actually need the rod.
I needed the
never
rod.
needed it.
And I got the rod.
Huh?
And that made me into a strong
Right.
man
Yeah.
where I can go anywhere in the world and get on with anyone.
Yeah.
Whereas these youths, they can't leave their road without getting into a confrontation with somebody because they have an attitude that they believe they're in their rights and they're bigger than everyone. And that's because their parents cannot do them nothing. Go to my mum. What can she do?
It's mad. Remember,
We
when
could
I was
talk
growing
like
up, that
that.
was my worst fear.
Don't
Mum,
go to my- don't
Mum,
go
not
to
the
my
police,
mum.
Not
Don't
that,
do
you
it.
know.
not
Yeah.
that
Mum.
gang, not that
It's
gang.
true.
Mum.
Roadside robbers,
Because
thieves.
my
man, I
mum
didn't
was
care.
lovely, you know, but you see when that pop,
On the dark
run.
side, you know. And I feel like women and men have lost this element of, I don't know what you want to call it, fear. People hate the word fear.
No,
unfortunately,
but
there's
you
healthy
needed
fear.
that.
Oh, there
Healthy,
is.
there is.
Yeah, healthy
there is. I
fear
agree
slash
with you.
respect. There's a healthy
I agree,
version
I
of
agree
it.
with you.
I don't agree
I
in
can't
abusing
do
your
that 'cause
children.
my mum ain't gonna have it, bro.
Yeah, I just can't.
You
no,
get it?
no.
You do it, bro.
All them man, smoke some, smoke. I know I
No.
can't smoke the crack.
No, it's
No,
true.
Yeah,
man, do you know what I
understand.
mean?
Man's
Save
scared.
bare
You gotta be
people's
scared.
life.
You're right.
Yeah.
And
I
there's
just
also,
can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
there's also unhealthy fear as well, in the
Of course
sense
there
of
is.
like some of these kids are even afraid just of getting an ass whooping now. So that's why they're gonna pull out the knife so fast or pull out a weapon
they can't
so
take a
fast.
beating, yeah.
And then if they
But they
just
never
had
learnt
a
that.
couple of beating when they was a kid now,
They might have been able to firm it. It ain't that deep. It's
I've
not that
taken
deep.
a punch before.
You'll be
It's
all
not
right.
big.
You live.
It's not a big deal. You know
Alright.
like that.
Great point. I just want to wrap up now. So, Rachel, big at herself. You all right, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. She was looking at me
It weren't,
suspiciously.
it weren't so bad, was it?
Yeah, it was all right, man.
You know what I mean? It
was
could have
alright.
been worse.
It's never bad.
This is our
It could've
second
been
pod
worse.
together. It's been all right. We got a good vibe.
Yeah, but it's your first one with me.
Big difference.
She done well with a bunch of man them though. I'll give you that still. You done well.
No, she held
only
her
eats
own.
meat.
Hold your own.
She held her own. They gave her more iron, more vitamins.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
Steady on. Anyway, Rich, I was gonna be interested to hear what is your pet peeve. What grinds your gears? What do you want to throw in the bin?
And it can be anything.
Anything.
Anything I can
Apart
throw in the
from
bin.
me.
Literally, someone said the other day yellow socks.
Vegetables.
What's that got to do with
They
What
just said
I- what I
they don't
wanna-
want to see you yellow socks step out.
Who wears
Why have you
yellow-
got yellow socks?
Who does?
Why
who-
do yellow socks
I haven't
exist?
even seen yellow socks.
They're not yellow, they're brown.
There you
so
go.
I'm good, I'm
They
good,
want
I'm
them
good.
gone. Anyway.
Paedophilia.
Oh,
It's a big one.
Bang, 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 bang,
I like that
A round
one
of
to be
applause.
Top
I
everybody.
I mean, she won, innit? She won.
She topped everybody.
I'm just
She topped
It's not even
everybody.
one to really
She topped-
explain
yeah,
as well
he topped
either.
everyone.
You won.
Yeah.
Made our
I
things,
thought I was
made
a
our
dad.
things seem silly,
I thought
innit?
I was a dad with news, innit?
Yeah.
I thought I was winning.
But you
And
know
that
what?
knocks a lot out. It knocks a lot
Yeah,
out.
it knocks
Take
out.
the paedophilia
Like I said,
out.
you said news.
Does a
I
lot.
said you Hugh Edwards. So it ties right in.
Yeah.
You've gone 3-6.
I'm
We
trying to
can get
protect
him out
the
of
kids
it
as well. I'm
twice.
trying to protect the kids.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we have you won.
Definitely.
You
I
won.
agree. I agree
You
with
win.
that.
Quickly, last 5 seconds. Do you think that information and reporting of this has gone up, or do you think
Yes.
it's grown as a phenomenon?
No,
I think the
I think
prior,
both.
the first.
I think
yeah, I
both.
the first
think
one.
both.
Both.
I think the
both.
first one. I think it's just more that reporting has gone up because I think like if we look historically at this country we call England, yeah, and we look at the language, there's been a time in this language they didn't even know what a cousin was. So how long did it take for them to work out what that was?
Yeah, but you
For
can
then
tell
these
that
things to be-
you can tell that paedophilia is not right though. You don't have to go through generations and generations to know that troubling pick-me, bro, is wrong.
Tell that to. In fact, let me not go there. Listen.
All right.
All right, we're done.
I hear that. Anyway, where do we find you lot on the socials? I don't know if you lot
All
can
the
hear
socials.
someone screaming out Jedi,
I can hear him, I
Jedi.
can hear him.
Yeah. So
All the socials.
where's the socials?
YouTube, Instagram,
Where do we find you?
TikTok.
Yeah, you gonna have to
Facebook.
wait a minute, man. Yeah. I'm in the middle of filming something.
Yeah,
Give
but
me 2
yeah,
minutes.
we
Give me
don't-
2 minutes.
We don't want him to.
Give me 1
distress-
second,
dist-
if you don't mind.
What colour's the car?
It don't matter, but one second if you don't mind. Fucking A.
There's obviously a reason though.
All right.
Yeah,
Socials.
give me
Let's get
1
this
second.
done. Let's get this done.
Socials.
All right, you can find me on YouTube, Greenfire. You can find me on Facebook, Greenfly. You can find me on Instagram, Greenie Love.
Come on.
TikTok, Greenie Love.
Come on.
All of that.
Ba-na-na-na.
All right, you know your boy Shiffa. You can find me on all socials, Shiffa Don. You can find me on Spotify, Shiffa Don, because I do music also. So any of your music platforms, Apple, XYZ, Shiffa Don.
Shiffa
Type
spell.
that in.
How?
Shiffa spell SHIFFA. And if you type Shiffa Dan, you'll probably find some old stuff, but it's Shiffa Don now. So
Yeah.
skip that name. Just stick with the Don, and yeah, we're good. Peace.
Rach.
Carnivore.fitness on
Oh
Instagram.
gosh!
On Instagram mainly.
Stop
Or-
that! Meat
or-
with feet.
Meat with feet.
Meat with feet.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently
Meet and
it's
feet, yeah.
meat and feet.
Meetandfeet.com. Meetandfeet.com.
Meat and feet. No. So at carnivore.fitness on Instagram, but also if you want to look into my products that are non-toxic, completely healthy and amazing, at tallow.glow.
Hello.glow. I'm going to get the link. It's going to be in the description. You're going to find out all
It
you
was
need
nice
to know.
meeting you, Ray.
Yeah,
Nice
it was.
meeting
Big
you
ups to
too.
everybody.
You know what I mean?
Salute to the master of ceremonies. Not
Bang,
even the
bang,
master of
bang,
ceremonies,
bang,
but
bang.
man like
Big up
Maverick
engineer.
Moses over there. Maverick
Big up
Moses.
Maverick.
Hold it now. Gunshot. St. Lucia gunshot.
St. Lucia.
Yeah,
It's
Lucy.
it. Hey.
Big up man like Greenie. Yeah. Big up Shiffa. Big up Rach. And of course, I'm Jedi. Find me on Jedi Online on all platforms.
Trouble.
You get me? And make sure you follow Triluminati Live on YouTube and TikTok
I love
too.
that name, you know.
Triluminati
Yeah,
Live
it's
on
a bad
YouTube
boy
and TikTok, and Jedi Online on YouTube, TikTok, Insta, Twitter, all of them good things. Someone's got to go move a car, so we're rushing. Big at yourself. Make sure you subscribed. This has been Speakenomics, where it's talk is cheap, but conversation is priceless. And we out. Big up.
So what car
that
is
was
it?
nice.
What car is
I
it?
don't know. Let me find out whose car.
I reckon it's his
There's
though.
three cars.
I reckon it's yours. Because I park up nice.